I already
You're
ran out of
already
money.
out of
I have 0 gold.
For you, this is particularly urgent, which is why you are, in fact, for a tiefling, that was racist. For a warlock, you're particularly desperate and willing to attend a local church.
Yes. I've been back with the devil, but I'm definitely going to church.
In this new frontier town where governance and policing has not been first on the priority list in favour of land grabbing and profiteering, grab as much as you can, sell as much as you can, there is an issue with how to resolve local conflict. If two people claim the same land, if they damage each other's property, if one is accused of stealing, what do you do when there isn't really much in the way of a police force as opposed to, the guards and the people defending the place?
Fire.
Trial by combat.
Funny you should mention. Trial by combat. That's really interesting.
Trial by fire combat.
Obviously, the bigger guilds arrived with their own forces, their own members ready to defend, ready to fight for their own stuff. So, as usual, the rich can cover their own things. But what does the poor farmer in his field who thinks his neighbours are breaking into his fields at night and stealing do? Thankfully, it looked like this would be partially resolved with the arrival of most of the sect of the worshippers of Bel Marduk. Suicide is also an option. It's definitely on the list of possibilities, including challenging certain people to trial by combat. It's funny how this is all tying together.
Trial by suicide.
Troll.
That's called Russian roulette. That's not yet recognized in the legal code.
Yeah, you can only do it with a crossbow, though.
You go first.
Please, I insist.
The members of the church or of the sect of Bel Marduk arrived, and everyone thought brilliant. Noted law-keepers, mediators in disputes, and most importantly, referees in trials by combat. They're recognized around the world he came from for their honesty. Except they arrived in quite a large force, and instead of sticking around or establishing themselves inside the town, they built one temple and one barracks just outside the city walls, and then most of them fucked off into the wilderness to the northwest. And no one knows why. So if you're willing to make a tribute, the ones left over are willing to help you out, but they're not the force for order that anyone was quite expecting. Nevertheless, there are a lot of small issues that need resolving. People defending their lands from local wildlife who could use some help. And they're willing to turn to the church, who are generally honest and generally trustworthy, if a little more expensive than your average grab bag mercenary. And they're looking for help. And promising to pay.
Promising to... Not paying, but they promise to.
IOUs.
You come back alive, we'll almost certainly pay you.
Well, yeah, there's a really good chance that one day, maybe we'll pay.
So, again, eager for money, you find yourselves at the... By the way, you can't see into the temple yet, can you?
No.
Yep.
Okay, cool.
I can see through walls. I can't really.
You have the true side.
You find yourself...
We're talking about in-game, not IRL.
Oh, okay.
Imagine not being able to turn that power off and you can't tell where walls are.
Very annoying. People think it's a blessing, but no.
You're always looking to try and figure out where the carpet is.
I was trying to convince you it's not a wall, it's a fence.
Wait, you can see through walls, but you can't see through wallpaper. So you just see weird wallpaper hanging around everywhere.
You got a really bad mole problem there. You should probably get that checked out.
Fleur-de-lis wallpaper blocks vision.
So you arrive at the temple, and with a quick knock on the door pulls open, revealing the temple's inside. Now, feel free to walk in or move around. Tom, I don't know, can you actually see anything on the map?
I'm currently charactering, but I'll...
So,
I have no dark vision. Okay.
Yeah, so
I forgot how weird the world looks when you don't have dark vision.
As those of you without dark vision will be able to tell a little better, those of you with it, this won't make quite so much sense, but You see, there is a large temple. There are rows upon rows of benches divided up into two sections. At the area, you can feel free to move in. Just don't go past the fellow with the name Lord Commander yet. That might be a bit weird.
Where's the fellow with the
No,
name Lord Commander?
We can't see the
Take
name.
this guy.
Yeah.
Oh, that guy.
Jon Snow.
Oh, whoops.
At least that was from the guild description before.
So, the building is lit entirely from the left. There is a grand altar behind the robust-looking old man in armor standing in front of you, and behind that is a large statue. Now, despite what the statue looks like on its token, it is in fact a huge shape of an armored man
It's Albert.
facing both directions at once. So,
Wait,
in the lighting, yeah,
his eyes are facing both directions at once, or he's facing both directions at once? Because I mean,
There
Domino
are-
has a problem as well.
where the torso blends off into two sections, there are essentially two faces sticking out of two sides of one head.
Oh,
And
okay.
it looks as if the man is standing both ways at once.
Ooh.
Along the left side, standing in the light, you can see a series of people in priestly robes and more martial-looking armor. And along the other side, there is one man in what appears to be cultist gear, whose head is down.
So, is this like a shared church or something? You know, you seem to be the light and the dark. Is that how this works? Name's Gordon, by the way. Nice to meet you.
Welcome to the Church of Bel Marduk. You will find the followers of Bel Marduk on my right. My right, yes.
Yeah,
And
our
on the left, you will see the Temple of Marduk.
Not very popular, Temple of Marduk. Just the one guy there.
No. He has free pass to come and go as he pleases. The Lord Commander says with
Aren't you letting him have any lights? It's pretty hard to see over there.
the followers of Marduk walk entirely in the darkness.
Oh,
They
damn
work
right.
war for slaughter, for violence, for the thrill, with no sense of honor. And he's saying it loud enough that he's hoping the cultist hears him clearly. No sense of honor, no sense of righteousness, no sense of fairness.
The cultist looks into the camera, smokes through a cigarette, and goes, I heard every word he said, but I wasn't going to acknowledge it. I knew that irritated him.
You
And-
wish. Hmm?
So, you're guessing you're all religious types then? Ain't seen much gods around here.
No, we know not what gods, if any, are worshipped here.
What
Be them
not?
good, bad, or indifferent. But we will spread the following of Bel Marduk, of fairness and honor in combat, of lawfulness and such.
A lot of empty chairs. Where's everyone else?
Doing work for our Lord.
Who's our lord? No, it's a joke.
Suitably vague.
It's nothing you need to.
So one side is Belmar and one side is Marduk, did you say?
Do you want to make a religion check?
Probably not, no, because my characteristics picture, but we'll give it a go.
You know, there's a weird schism in the worship of Bel Marduk. The one side is definitely all about, being the strongest, murdering and slaughtering everything in sight, and the other one is acknowledges the evils and necessities of warfare, and their god has some kind of a dualistic nature related to both of those things. But you
So-
don't know a lot about the details.
So
Yeah, but
these
he
essentially
gave-
worship. Sorry.
Go on.
I was
I
just
was
going to
gonna
say.
say, you go. Oh wait.
I was just going to ask, are they essentially worshipping the same god? But
They
with
are.
different views, kind of like any real religion.
One worships one face and acknowledges the other. The other just worships one face.
So these are the Catholics. Those are the proddies over in the corner.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah. Anyway, Marcus, you were going to say before I interrupted you 7 times.
I was going to say, so he differentiates them between names. So he said that is the thing of followers of Belmar, and that is the cult of Marduk.
No, Bel Marduk and
it's the whole
just Marduk.
Oh, Marduk. Okay, right. That's how he differentiates. That's what I was trying to establish.
Yeah, it's confusing, but the good side won't acknowledge that Marduk isn't there because any warfare comes with slaughter, comes with misery, whereas
Gotcha.
the Marduk guys are just happy to cause slaughter and misery.
Gotcha.
And as the theological conversation is going on, the cultist wanders casually out. No one paying him much regard.
Quick, someone cast a light on him.
Do we get?
Let's not start any religious turmoil here, guys. We're just here, pay our respects. Let's, it's not really necessary that we start any friction,
Yeah, he can't be that bad. We didn't get any attacks of opportunity.
So the Lord Commander looks you all up and down. So, you're interested in helping us keep the peace, resolve conflict, prevent trouble for the wayfinders, wayfarers,
Actually, it's kind of awkward.
Waylanders.
We were here for the other guy, and he's just
Emmy
left.
will do.
So yeah, you'll do.
New to the city. Let's see what's what.
I am Lord Commander Aloysius Damondred.
Dumb and Dread. Got it.
In the previous world, I held titles, and I led this force in defense of many cities, as well as mediating disputes. But I'm driven here by a vision from my god. I am short-handed and need sure-footed noble adventurers to help me. And I wish to see if you may be them.
Got to be honest, I'm just a chef, but I'm also keen to get out there, trying to find new ingredients, new ways of, zhuzhing things up, getting things really kicking here. And also, I heard this was for a farm. I'm all for farms and locally sourced good food. So count me in. I'm here to help out.
I'm here to start an empire. But you gotta start somewhere.
I'll tell you what. Let's get the measure of you all.
A cooking competition.
Everyone,
6'10".
everyone's willing. Stare directly into the space between the faces in the statue.
Sure.
Do we need to get closer?
Anyone unwilling?
So takes a step back. He says, why is that necessary?
Don't worry. You're in no danger. It is simply a way to test your mettle.
My character doesn't have an alignment. I should probably have given them one. Carry on.
Alignment Gordon Bolton.
Very well. Gordon.
That's bad. Tom doesn't have a character yet.
He's coming.
Dirty bugger.
He was the cultist.
As you glance into the space between the faces, just a moment, you think you hear the sounds of battle somewhere in the distance. Both faces move, merge into one, and stare directly at you. I don't have a map for this, but you find yourselves floating out in the open sky. There are two mountains, one directly off to the left and one directly off to the right. Down below, as far as the eye can see, there is fighting. No order, no coherence. People, no obvious sides. People aren't spilling out of one mountain and running towards the other or any such thing. And in front of you, like two giant Easter Island heads, are two faces staring directly at you. And a cloaked figure standing between them. The cloaked figure moves towards you. You can all see each other. You can all hear each other if you talk. And the cloaked figure moves around you and just says, "So, you warriors, or
As I was just
Mercenaries
explaining,
in some sort.
I'm a chef, but I'm keen to get out there and explore and learn things.
Where are we, wizard?
You don't look much like initiates to the order. Is it 60-30 for dark vision? Yeah.
65 is what I usually do.
Yeah, do it as. Oh, I've been doing it as 60-55 because having the half dim light is just annoying.
Let's just see bright light.
Yeah. You do you. I know what I did when I set up the tokens, but then again, I'm bad at this. I'm new to DMing, so it's kind of awkward.
Gotta represent that -5 to perception check somehow.
Yep.
So none of you look like initiates. That's unusual. There, Tom, is your token working?
Currently. Hey, I can see. Thank you. Yes.
That's a nice pick.
Hello.
So, Tom, a half orc suddenly pops into the void next to you. There's a sound of.
Bit late to the party.
Logan runs in.
Sorry, alright.
Well,
Carry on.
If you're not initiates, you're under no obligation to answer any of the questions. And you're aware the faces are very much staring at you. And even though it's silent, every once in a while you catch the sound of cacophonous battle as if an echo in the distance. Let's see. And he comes up close to the Dragonborn. You.
Yes.
Warrior?
Of sorts. A proud dragon knight of Darkosian Empire.
Empire, probably a bit before my time, or a bit after my time. Hard to tell. Why do you fight?
I fight to protect my people. They give us a home. Secure our place in the world and protect us from outside threats.
Fight to protect your own people. What kind of threat? Where did my mouth go?
Well, he gives a sidelong look at the thiefling. Let's just say we have our enemies. We're not doing so well these days. Thought I'd come here, start over. But I seem to have separated from my kinsmen.
To conquer and to protect. At this point, there's the loud sound of moving stone, and both the heads nod. And speaking of, and he sidles over towards the tiefling, moving strangely, weirdly, creepily, fluidly. So, warrior?
Of some sort.
I don't get much of a feeling of you. Do you fight, though?
I do fight, indeed.
Why?
Silk smirks. He says...
Remember, don't have to answer. You're not being initiated. You're just being, I guess, tested.
Mama said I should get tested.
So just smirks and he says to tip the balance.
The facial expressions on the two Easter Island heads, without moving, change. Both of them stoic. Completely blank, no obvious emotion, as if considering. The hooded figure in front of you seems to stop as if thinking for a moment, before shifting over to the half-elf. So, that's a fine axe you've got at your side, warrior.
Oh, you mean me? Sorry, I'm wood elf, not half elf. Sorry, that's what I meant.
He's only looking
confusing. There's no half elves here. Well, actually, I don't know what Adam is. I never know what Adam is.
No one ever knows what Adam is.
Ugly all day.
He could be 3 kobolds for all we know.
I kind
Oh,
of
there
thought
we
you were
go.
talking to me, and then you said axe. So.
Oh, you are.
Fine axe.
really confusing then. Sorry.
Fine axe could be used for fighting, could be used for wood cutting, could be used for, well, mostly those things. Are you a warrior?
I'm a hunter.
Hunter, what does hunting mean to you?
I fight. I fight beasts. And I fight men. But for
There's reasons to hunt and reasons to fight. Some hunt to survive, some hunt for the thrill. Do you do either of those things?
I hunt to hone my skills.
To become better at hunting.
Yes.
The heads continue their black expression, similar to the reaction they gave for Sulk. And he sidles up in front of I'm sure as everyone knows how to do this. Sidles up on front of Gordon.
Gordon,
Gordon.
the half elf.
I'm not going to lie. I don't immediately get the warrior vibe from you. Do you fight?
Good question. As I said, you don't get the warrior vibe because I am actually a chef. The reason I'm out here is to try and find the perfect recipe, perfect, meats and things to go into it. Technically, you could call it fighting, but what I do is I like to throw around a lot of spices, a lot of fire. Sometimes people die. If that happens, then, shame, but then clearly they weren't cut out to be in my kitchen and they deserve out. I hope that answers your question. If not, I'll happily answer more.
The figure says nothing, but the faces have an undoubtedly perplexed look on them right now. I'm not sure why one such as yourself was sent, but perhaps it will become clear in time.
All things happen for a reason.
And then finally he swings around to the half-orc, who has vanished from my screen.
He's down south.
Down here for some reason.
His nameplate's disappeared too. Oh, I know what's happened. I think I forgot to make the token the default one. You pulled him out, did you? Tom?
He's muted.
Oh, he muted himself. If you talk, we know here, Tom.
Oh.
Well, he looks like a warrior anyway.
He does when he's left off.
I think he said he was going to be a hitty boy, so yeah.
Oh, he can't talk.
Yeah. He just looks at the guy, the rogue guy, not saying anything for 5 minutes.
He's just
The strong,
napping.
silent type. I like it. To reset the token because I forgot to actually save it last.
Well, this is getting awkward.
Yeah.
That fly just lands on his face.
Who are you?
On his eyeball. Flies off.
This one doesn't talk much. I don't think he can.
I can talk.
Oh, what the fuck?
No.
Oops, after setting your standard token as Zulk. There we go. Token actually set up this time.
You're two of me now.
I can't see anything now. Do I have dark vision?
Can't see his
I
health bar either.
I will take his token and I will do this twice myself. And,
Get them all. Yeah.
Hooray! Question.
Do you say you still can't see his token?
Oh, I can see it now.
Yep.
I can see him now.
Can't see his health
Still
bar.
good.
yeah.
I don't know why not.
It's fine.
It's weird. Anyway, Tom, the figure sidles up to you. Now you have the look of a warrior. Am I correct?
You're very insightful.
Yes, it comes from thousands of years of doing this over and over again.
Old.
Tell me, why do you fight?
Because I'm good at it.
Because
And it pleases those
Domino, what are you doing?
beyond our imagination.
Please, those. Or am I? Ha! Sorry. Interesting.
Also, it's quite fun.
You look over, and just the face on the right side is not there. Well, thanks very much. Good to meet you. If you ever want to be initiated into the order, I'll see you again. Bye now. Suddenly you get the feeling you're falling, and after just a moment, you're standing in front of the Lord Commander once more.
What was all that about?
Checking for problems, we'll say. Anyway,
God,
you all seem capable. As I've said over and over again, our goal is to resolve conflict, prevent. Ifaloo, come on. And a priest starts walking towards the group. If people cannot resolve issues, they either come to bloodshed or some other trouble. I seek to prevent that. There are very important jobs I must do, and Ifaloo is handing over a letter. There are serious missions for the preservation of this group, and he's opening up the little envelope with it. And today you will be entrusted with them. For keeping the peace, your job is to do... And then he looks at it, and he looks at Ifaloo, and he looks at it again. Ifaloo, is this one a joke? And Ifaloo's like, no. I swear everything written there is real, and the locals seemed really, really important. And the Lord Commander hands the letter over, and the letter reads, Farmer Shovelfuck is annoyed with the horse breeder Bumblekunt, who has been chopping down his bushes. And the Lord Commander sighs for a moment. Well,
Did you name your characters after me and Matt fighting, by the way?
well, if this is the next mission on the... Go and resolve the problem between Shovelfuck and Bumblekunt, please. And come back and you'll be paid 50 gold each.
How much are we allowed to hurt them?
You are not allowed to hurt them. The goal is avoiding them hurting each other. Resolve whatever their problem is, preferably without bloodshed. No, wait, completely without blood. No bloodshed.
I like the fact goal is to stop them from hurting each other, which leaves loopholes that we can hurt them. No problem.
And if we don't shed blood, but we can burn them.
Oh yeah, I'm sure that scorching them, maybe maiming them a little, that's fine, so long as no blood's drawn. We get what you're saying.
I think what he's trying to say is that we have to avoid violence in any way, as long as possible.
It's not funny, that's why clerics use maces, because they don't draw blood.
They just break the bones and then it's fine.
I'm gonna say crack someone in the face with that and see what happens.
Yeah, but you don't get blood all over the inside of your church.
Look, this is a matter of conflict resolution.
Okay.
Be creative, expand your horizons. You mentioned running an empire. Contrary to what you think, you're not actually going to be able to resolve every minor issue with bloodshed.
But, well, if they don't listen to me, then they just get burned. That's how they work, right? Fine, magical coercion.
I was willing to offer people admission into the order later if they wanted. I think I might shorten the list of candidates.
I'm just joking. God,
So, any idea where these two farmers live?
Ifalu, you gave me the letter. You can show them where to go. Yes, Lord Commander. If I'll come with you on this mission today. Okay.
Sure, no problem.
Lead on.
And Ifalu walks you out. It's only about an hour outside the city. Have any of you been outside the city much?
I've been there not even 24 hours ago, but just outside of the wall.
So
Is
Ifalu,
the bar
Was
thing.
it the cliffside?
It's really quite interesting where we're going. There's a lot of people who came here seeking to start anew, build farms, expand previous companies, or just start over. There's really a lot of impressive wild places out there. These farmers are setting up more or less on the barrier of it. So you should get to see what some of the wilder forests immediately off the city look like. And he leads you down the path heading out. It's not a very well built path. It's more kind of set in by locals themselves to make it easier to bring carts back and forth with goods, that kind of thing. When you stroll down, he tells you all about some of the struggling farmers. How they're bringing crops from the old place and trying to grow them here. Some things are working well, some things aren't working well. There's a general shortage of horses because not a lot of horse traders at home are taking the chance of sending them over. But one fella, Mr. Bumblekunt Esquire, that you're heading towards, is actually a horse breeder getting started. And by, he arrive. Oh, hang on.
I'm a horse breeder getting started. What I've done is, for the first 2 years, I brought over all my male horses. Now I'm going to go and fetch all the females. Hopefully, by the time the females get here, I should have a good stock of new young'uns.
Perfect.
You should all be in the right place and able to see.
E.
So he leaves you at a set of houses. He brings you up to a set of houses. He says, "Right, one is belong to the farmer, and one is belong to the horse breeder. I'm not sure which one's which. Yeah,
I imagine the troughs belong to the horse breeder. Otherwise, it's a very weird farmer.
that'd make sense. That wouldn't. Yeah. So dividing the property is a large row of bushes.
Very well
Now,
kept.
initially, well, that's the funny thing. A lot of it is well kept, but there are huge sections of it are weirdly overgrown, expanding out to the side towards the houses at each section in the middle, and kind of the whole thing's moving as if it's windy. Beyond the two houses, directly off to the left, there's a series of fields, various plants with various crops growing. And behind both houses, out maybe 400 or 500 meters, there is a dense thicket of forest. Like really dense, like you can't see past the first layer. And if Ifalu says, "Yep, there it is. Pure wilderness beyond that point. There's no more people beyond there. Not that we know of, anyway. So this is your job. So these
Right.
Right, gang.
Which one logs the complaint?
If dear.
Hello?
Hello, if. Which one
Yes?
lodged a complaint, dear?
Well, it was the farmer, Shovelfuck.
Shovelfuck. Right. Should we hit Shovelfuck first?
Let's go.
Sure.
There,
Phrasing.
Well, you drove to the house. It's a simple, rustic-looking building, probably hand-built by a group of people. It's also kind of short. Kind of a small one-floor building. Lars does a lap.
I look at a hedge. How does it look? Does it look like haphazardly cut?
Not in anywhere you can make out. Some parts of it looked quite tidily cut around it. But like I said, towards the center near the buildings, it almost seems overgrown. Do you want to make a perception check?
I will use my eyes. Ooh.
Strange.
You reckon
Flexes his eye muscles.
you reckon you can see rustling in the bush.
Wait, something in here.
We're gonna murder his cat.
I draw my blade. We know you're there. Come out.
The door behind you pops open,
Not you, the bush.
and a dwarf walks out of the building. Oh, are you the lads from the temple?
That's sexist, and you know it. What's up with the bush? There seems to be something rustling there.
Yeah, there's a lot of weird things going on with that bush. With the rose behind as well. I said it in my letter about the bushes growing erratically, about there being weird things in the night, and about it having something to do with Bumblekunt. You know all that, I assume.
How are you so sure that it is anything to do with your neighbor?
Bumblekunt.
With Bumblekunt, yeah.
I don't know. He's been acting strange lately. He was leading his horses around in the middle of the night, maybe a week or two ago. And since then, well, let me show you. Come in a minute. And he leads you. Well, here's the thing. I'm trying to figure out what crops grow normally here, and one of the things I grow is corn. And there's a stack of tied corn next to the door on the ground. He says, "Well, this was normal corn for the first few days," and he cut tiny bit with scissors off, and he pulls up one stalk, and it's stock stiff in his hands. And he says, "It's like this," and he very lightly pokes you with the end of the corn, and it hurts. This stuff is growing strong. You could honestly, if you did it properly, you could stab someone pretty hard with this, although it'll fall apart after a while. I've never seen plants grow like this, and it wasn't doing it up to a few weeks ago.
That's not normal for corn, I can say this, being a chef. Do you have a pot and some water? Let's try boiling this up, see if it tastes like normal corn.
Yeah, I'll have to get the fire going if you want to try it that way. Sure.
Yeah, let's go for it.
And he takes...
Toka's going to guess detect magic to see if he can find any magic. What's that backbunding?
Magic corn.
Is it magic corn?
It's a unicorn.
It's a unicorn.
There isn't the presence... Oh, cool, you can catch it straight up.
Yeah, I can basically like all the time. Detect
There's no direct spell in place on this corn or anything like that. But the ground in the area has the very vague aura of transmutation. Very vague.
Well, it doesn't seem normal indeed. Maybe some magic in place?
Could be. This is strange new lands. We don't know a lot about what's here. Do you wanna... Oh yes, I was going to boil some water. And he keeps lighting the fire while talking to you.
I help him light the fire.
Oh.
Burns his house down.
I haven't...
Oh, actually, I'd probably do it with a 7.
It's okay, you only got a 1. You lightly singe his beard. The beard briefly inflames. He uses it to catch onto the wood, so it goes on fire, and then he puts it out with his
face into the fireplace. Oh, that's right. I lit this earlier. Oh, I'm in great pain now. Oh, good.
I'm a rustic type. We
great
get used
pain.
to accidentally setting fire to ourselves sometimes. I have to say, they've sent an awful lot of you for folks to clear this up. I appreciate that. You're fierce, quick.
Taking it very seriously.
I was worried the scribe wasn't taking my letter very seriously. I described the comings and goings of things in the night, of problems. And he just, I don't know, he seemed very interested. And the pot is on now over the fire, and the water is simmering away nicely.
Cool. I'll cook up the corn. I'll throw some spices in there from my pocket. And,
I mean, you can take the lot if you want. I can't convince anyone else to buy it off me.
you know what?
give it-
Never turn down free locally sourced food. What I'm going to do though is I'm going
I
to cook
never
this up,
said
see how
free.
good it is. Oh, you said we could take the lot.
Well, I mean, you can have the lot. That's what I meant.
That's very kind of you. For free, yeah.
No.
Well, let's see
I'll
what
give you
this
the lot
tastes like
for a gold,
first.
though.
Huh?
I'll give you the lot for a gold.
Yeah, but as I said, let's see how this cooks up first. I want to support local businesses, but I don't want to do it if these businesses are using pesticides and things that are turning the corn into sharp implements of war.
Okay.
I'm not
Right.
going to make that
The
mistake
water-
again.
So the water is boiling away. It's simmering. After about 5 minutes, you lower the heat to bring it back to a simmer, raising the pot very slightly over the fire to allow that to happen.
Cool.
And after a few moments, you've got some boiled, lightly spiced corn.
Awesome. I'll take it over to the table, cut it up so that there's, just a small section enough for people to try. Okay, who wants to give it a shot?
You sure that's a good idea?
No.
Like-
I'm positive it's a good idea. And Gordon's going to take a big bite of the corn. Oh, wait,
Make
did
it
you see anything weird when he cut it open? Sorry, because he said he's cutting like corn on the cob, cut it into...
No, it's
quarters,
just
probably.
really, really hard to cut. Like, as I was about to say, make a strength check.
I can make a strength check for that. Strength for athletics. Actually, it doesn't matter.
I had a feeling it might.
A 1.
Yeah, you completely fail to cut into this, even boiled. Even clearly visibly softened, it is weirdly resistant to being cut.
Has cutting resistance go?
As I was saying, it might not be a good idea because it might be magically altered.
Well, you've got your detect magic on. You can see where it's magically altered. Apparently, you said only the ground. Is that correct?
no. The ground, the whole area, everything on it, there's a vague sense of transmutation, but there's no specific.
Everywhere.
Even the corn.
Remember, these came out, it's on
Okay.
the corn, and the corn came out of the ground.
I tried to cut it again.
Yeah, go ahead, make a strength check.
15. That's better.
Yeah, this time you manage it. You managed to cut it up into even portions. It's all there, ready to go, you reckon.
Cool. And it all looks. Can I do a investigation to see? Does it look at all dodgy or perception?
It looks okay without thorough investigation. You can see it looks alright, but it's still fairly hard. You're not sure how well biting into it will really go.
I'm gonna try biting into it.
Make another strength check.
A teeth
For
strength.
chewing.
A 5.
Yeah, you think you may have cracked tooth. You're not sure. You know when you get that pain when something's there, but you're not sure if it's going to last or if it's going to be a problem. Yeah. This is even boiled and even visibly looking like it's cooked. This is some fucking hard corn.
Gotta be honest with you, mate. Corn here is
Hardcore.
probably not suitable for eating. Possibly for structural use, maybe reinforcing walls, perhaps as projectiles. I'm afraid.
Pebble dashing.
Yeah. I'm afraid it's a no from me.
Can't say I blame you. I didn't like it much when I tried it either. So yeah, can you do something about this? No one's ever gonna buy my corn if it's growing like this. Not to mention, the rustling, the bushes.
This is the thing. Even though it's not suitable as a food source, we need to just try rebranding. As I said, maybe a good projectile, maybe good stabbing weapons. What you want to find is an army of vegans. You know what? Druids would fucking love this stuff. Non-metal stabbing implements, kind of rare for them. Wood isn't as tough as this. I feel like you're missing out on a trick here.
It's supposed to have a cornmeal.
You were sent by the temple, right? There hasn't been confusion here, any of you?
No, we were sent by them.
No, Shufflefuck,
Yeah, we were
we're
sent
here
by
to
the
resolve
temple.
issues.
Okay.
So, did you don't saw anything else suspicious going around your farms?
at night, like I said, I hear a lot of noise. Like there's things moving around.
Mm-hmm.
I'll
And
start the last 2 weeks or so.
Someone needs to speak to that church and get them to turn their music down. I can still hear it, and we're quite far away now.
Yeah, I'm currently looking for like rural farming type music, but I keep being distracted.
By the Wurzels.
you don't have been trying to enhance these crops yourself by using any magic source or anything?
Lad, I've always grown my food 100% naturally.
Can I insight that?
Yes.
No.
No. Well, let's see. 16.
Oh, I need to skip. 16. Yeah, he seems legit. This is every farmer you've ever met, pretty much.
Yeah.
This is...
every farm is a dwarf.
He is the man on the ground, doing the farming, doing the work. You don't get the impression there's anything weird. You glance around the room, there's no sign of magical implements or artifacts.
I love how this music makes it sound like this isn't normal corn. This is ethically sourced shovel fuck corn.
Yes. Well, Shovelfuck, we will talk to Bumblekunt, and we will come back if we know more.
Thank you very much. Here if you want more incredibly hard to eat corn.
Don't waste it. It might still be good. There are a lot of animals out there, very strong teeth. Don't give up.
Saying this whole time the conversation's been on, Braxis has been standing outside staring at the bush.
The situation's unchanged. Every once in a while you glance what looks like rustling, but the bush is dense. It's hard to see into, like the trees in the distance.
I'm gonna get some rocks and just throw them into the bush.
You see shuffles of movement away from where the rock lands, you're pretty sure.
We were told, Braxis, we were told no bloodshed, no violence. Weren't told not to burn down any bushes.
Blunt
Just
rocks.
No, I'm just saying. No. I'm perfectly with you. I'm saying violence probably is the answer here. Just
we'll
need to find where best to use it.
See if the other guy's fine with us burning bushes as well. What happened inside there anyway? This guy, no any reason why things are going crazy.
Well, he was talking about his crops hasn't been growing as they used to. His corn was hard as rock. Gordon over there, he broke a tooth, I think. Well, he tried to eat it. We're going we're trying to first guy.
Weaklings. Well,
Francis, dare you to try some of the corn. Go for it. And I'll hand him a piece of the freshly cooked corn.
Hell is this? I take it to your corn. You eat this?
Yep. Spiced corn.
Alright.
Usually it's a lot softer than this. Go for it.
I hold it up. I breathe fire all over it to like burn it up a bit more, and then I try to chomp down on it.
Make a strength check. You reckon you've broken a fang, but you're not sure.
He pulls
it's not
the corn
quite
away.
like...
It's just got loads of fangs sticking out of it. Delicious.
I hide the pain and instead swallow the whole corn cob whole.
Sure, make a deception check.
It's just like a duck.
More, and he winked, but he seems
tasty.
That's going to be sitting in your stomach for the next month, and it's going to be very pleasant when it comes out the other end.
Yeah.
Jesus Christ.
Oh god.
Probably swallowed
I
a
don't
couple
want to
of
be
teeth
around
for
when
that
that
as well.
happens.
It's okay, I run hot.
boy, if ever there was a personal reason to want to resolve this situation. If you don't fix the problem, you're going to have the most uncomfortable bowel motion ever.
Does he have quite a hot stomach, Praxis? Like, as he's walking along, do we hear the occasional pop?
You got a machine.
He just uses dragon breath and it's just fucking popcorn sprayed everywhere.
So, you approach or shoot Zol. Sulk, as you begin approaching the house, it's definitely a lot nicer. Someone in here has much more grandiose ideas of themselves. And there is, as was pointed out earlier, although I can't remember into it, there is a paddock that is an obvious stable next to the main house.
So what do you reckon? Should we check out the stables first? Get a good glimpse of these horses, see if they're ready, if they're plump enough?
I do like a good thing of horse meat.
Which one looks like the house and which one looks like the
That one's the stable, isn't it?
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
Why would you have a path leading to the stable but not your house?
I don't know. People are weird around this place.
Seriously, Silk, use your head, man. Where are you going? Right. So, are you coming, Braxus? Let's have a look at this stable.
All right.
Okay. The door of the stable is not locked. Once you put a hand on it, it pops open and it reveals a normal-looking paddock. Space for 8 horses. Only 2 of them are presently occupied. Any of you know anything about horses?
Oh.
That is to say your
Nope.
characters, not G.
My character probably knows how to cook a mean horse steak.
Yeah, horse meat's a
Okay.
bit tough, but it does when it needs to do.
Well, that actually gives you a pretty good analysis, to be fair. This is, they're low paddocks, they're not full-on doors. You can see over them.
I was just being facetious. It's fine.
These are the best, muscliest, most beautiful-looking horses you've ever seen in your life. They're just standing there quietly watching you unconcerned. They have beautiful structure, beautiful mane. They're just perfect.
Ooh. Horses make you feel things.
It's a bit of an odd statement to make.
What the fuck?
I feel like these horses are fine and you should leave immediately before you do anything peculiar.
What?
Let's just say we don't want to start spawning centaurs now, do we?
I don't think that's how that works.
That's only one way to find out.
That's what you want to believe that.
We should probably check on the farmer. I
Yes.
think you're trying to steal him.
Or worse. We closed the doors of the stable.
I go up and bang on the door.
Yes! Without opening, there's a voice shouts from inside.
We're here to sort your bush problem.
I don't have a bush problem. My bushes are fine. Go right up and look.
Right,
You gonna answer the door?
I'm gonna have a look at the
I'm
bush.
happy enough. You're gonna have a look at the bush.
Yeah.
Sure, make a perception check.
Okay. No, I don't appear to have. Oh no, I do have perception. It's just weirdly placed.
It's with the rest of the P words.
Weird.
But it's not. It's separate.
Tom, the section of the bush you're looking at, or sorry, Logan, the section of the bush you're looking at is relatively clean and kempt. The further up north you go, the more unkempt and wild it starts to look. And up at the very top of it, it looks wild and overgrown, like the forest field. Right, stop. Step back. As you get there, Tom, you can definitely see a face of a black, angry creature looking at you. And I'm going to need everyone to roll initiative.
Ooh.
Oh no, the blacks!
Oh, fire.
Jeez.
Is this South Africa getting their
And they already
Get
won,
their
didn't
trophy.
they?
Oh, I missed the initiative macro already.
Yeah, sorry.
Did the hedge go all the way up to the forest?
It doesn't go all the way up to the
Ugh.
forest. No, it goes a good bit
Okay.
back. But it's not physically connected to it.
Cool.
And you roll worse than the guy who rolled a 1.
Yeah, yeah. But-
Welcome to Death in D&D. Enjoy this nice relaxing battle music as we slowly slit your wrists.
Could someone put on battle music? I've just realised a problem with my initiative order, and I need to do something.
Could do. I have loads of. What do you want? Oh fuck! I just messed up my window. Do you want a Pokemon or 32-bit?
No.
God, no.
Just put some
Heavy rock.
generic. No, just put like Skyrim battle music on.
Well, then
Generic
you-
battle music.
Oh, you boring
Fine,
ass
I'll do it.
bitches. Yeah, you do it.
I'll do it. Fine.
Fucking do it
I'm
then.
doing it. I'm
Just
fucking doing it.
What the
What's
fuck
the-
is your problem?
I'm fucking doing it. Man.
pointy metal and flying lizard music.
I suggest Monsieur Cannibal.
I suggest
Where?
no.
What's the song from yesterday?
It was appropriate then, nearly.
Yeah. But only then.
Right. Gordian, you're basically surprised in the sense that you don't know anything is happening.
Oh, I basically don't give a fuck.
Lars, same for you. Things happen elsewhere.
Do I still see a guy's face in the bush?
It's not a guy's face.
Okay.
It's
It's
actually an angry-looking cat face.
Is somebody wearing blackface?
Back. There it is.
ah.
So it is in front of you, and it has just let out a minor. What do cats do?
Hit
Raw, purr, shit
Yell.
everywhere.
Definitely seems to be angry.
Murmur.
Told you were going to
Fucking
Cat.
pussycat.
Is this
It's your turn.
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
is this the battle
Oh,
music that you've put on it? It's very quiet.
There's music.
There's music on it. Is it quieter than the other stuff?
How do I D&D?
Hang on, I'm
Oh,
on
there
there
you
now.
You'll make a fine pelt. I'm just gonna fucking hack at it with a great axe.
Denk's here.
Y'all might want to adjust your volume.
Oh, that means the next song's gonna fucking deafen us.
That's why I said you might want to. I mean, turn it
14
down.
for 12.
Turn it down.
14 for 12 with
Turn down for what?
this is more actiony music. Right.
There you go.
The cat takes 12 damage. A light scar appears across its face. That was its speed, not its health. Oh wow, that explains a lot actually. Right. Zulk, you can hear the sounds of angry hissing and fighting. Tom, the whole bush is now rustling.
Okay.
The whole bush is made of cats. That's no bush.
It's a giant.
Oh no!
Quickly throw
It's a
rocks at him. It scares him off.
it's a catastrophe.
Oh, oh God!
It's a bush made out of catnip.
It's a pack of cats.
So. Ooh. How? That's awkward.
Dev pack tactics.
I was going to say, yeah. I hope you've enjoyed playing your character, Tom.
They actually don't have pact tactics,
Hey,
Yeah.
but
But we're
only
doing flanking just for this one round of combat.
just for this
Right.
one round.
only 2 of them are going to get their pounces. So, Tom, first, the one you just slashed at bites you.
Yeah.
19 for 3.
Yep.
The one behind will bite normally. So I'm going to put everything to roll 2 as we start. Then the ones top and bottom of you. The top one is missing, and the bottom one is going to bite 13.
Nope.
All right, you've avoided being pounced. Right, guys, you look over, and your colleague is now completely surrounded by angry black cats.
Logan, no bloodshed, no violence. Strict rules we've got for this.
They're fucking cat.
Brexit.
Oh. Am I first? Okay.
Says you're up on my screen. Oh no! Do you know what? You'd be surprised too.
Yeah, I was wondering.
Yeah, of course. Sorry,
I rolled a 3.
sorry. I forgot how all of D&D works.
Do I feel that
it's
maybe
not
maybe
quite your turn yet.
oh, is it not?
There is a screeching sound from the sky,
Oh.
and 4 large birds start descending towards you.
Ancient red dragon.
You
Oh, God.
druid.
Here comes the fucking corn bombing run.
Feed them the corn. They will choke on the corn.
Oh man, that's so much better than any ideas I had. So one sweeps down onto Shulk, one towards Lars, one towards Gordoon, and one strangely seems to be fighting alongside the Panthers.
The name's Gordon. It's not even a difficult name, Gordoon. It's just Gordon, like Gordon Ramsay.
But it's spelled with a U. Gordon is spelled with an O.
Gordon. I'll remember this
Great
travesty.
pronunciation. Go down.
Shut up, Cecile.
Yeah, it's so difficult to pronounce the name.
Right, Tom.
Hello.
The eagle suddenly lands on your back and attempts to peck at you.
The eagle has landed.
That just hits.
Does it get its
You're
pounce
my
attack?
fighter. And then will attempt to rip at you with its talons. Missing.
Nope.
Oh, they don't have flyby.
Nope.
No.
Nope. Oh dear.
Yeah.
Right, he's going to stay 5 feet up off the ground in that case.
That is giant owls that do that.
Giant owls.
5 feet off the ground. Shulk. Zulk.
So, yeah.
Zulk. Beak and talons.
Both miss. No, sorry, the beak actually it's for 9 piercing.
Lars. Beak and talons.
Oof. Yeah, the talons will hit.
All right. The talons of a giant eagle start tearing at your arms as you raise them to defend yourselves. And finally, Gordon, beak and talons. Ooh.
Naturally misses and naturally does not that much damage. Which is good because I don't have a lot of health.
Okay.
Oh!
Somehow manages to rip at the wing of the guy next to him as they descend towards you. These are not very smart eagles. So all of these are 5 feet up off the ground.
Pick.
As I am attempting to mark, and it is your go.
You're doing.
Your dune. Yes, that is exactly
You're doing. I am gonna move around to there, and trying not to hit Lars, I'm gonna raise up my torches and do a burning hands. See, thing you need to do with freshly caught eagles, got to get them nice and fried, got to get them really hot, really crispy, got to make sure that skin crisps up nicely. So for is that a deck saving there? Oh, sorry.
That's fine, I got it open. I'm pretty sure you can only hit the first 2.
Yeah, I did say 2.
What's your save?
13.
13.
So they both make it. Yeah.
So they both. There's the smell of burnt feathers, but they don't seem completely dissuaded by you. Not a bad roll either. All right.
Yeah.
Anything else?
I will. How far do I move? 5, 10, 15. Yeah, I'm going to move away, provoke an attack of opportunity, which is annoying. 15, 20, 25.
No.
Oh,
Okay.
25,
Talons
30.
clutch out at you.
Ow, 14. Ow, that hurts. Yeah, that's the end of my turn.
Okay. As you draw close to the stable, you can hear the sounds of clopping horse feet.
Oh, good.
Lars.
We're gonna punch an eagle. I'll punch the one that attacks me. And I will flurry of blows as well. Point.
I just realized I forgot to roll someone into the initiative.
Bonk. Ooh, 12 and 24.
Yeah, the first 2 attacks will definitely hit. I need to. Sorry, I just realized I forgot to roll Irfru. Or whatever his name. Iflu. That's what happens when you take the default name it gave your character sheet as the character's actual name, by the way. In case you're wondering why I'm struggling with this guy.
I thought that's what it might be.
Right. The first. Oh, yep. So you slash across him. Oh no, hang on. You're going all unarmed. Yep, in the face. You attempt for a second swing, and he definitely moves to the side, and then you deck the eagle in the face a second time. He looks pissed. He looks incredibly hurt, but he's still alive.
Lovely. I've got my I have my axe out as well. I'm just not using it at the moment for my Kensei bird.
For your Kensei defense, gotcha. Anything else?
I'm good. That's it.
Okay. Gordon.
Yeah.
The stables next to you suddenly burst open,
I was worried they might.
and the 2 riding horses spill out. So one of them will actually run straight past you. Hang on. 5, 6, 20, 30. And he'll dash to get to here into the middle of them. You would have an attack of opportunity on that guy if you want it.
No, I'm fine. If he's ignoring me, I'm not going to be like, hey, you! Come hit me in my 4 hit points.
The other one comes straight at you.
Oh! Finally,
and
some decent
will
fucking food.
Will attempt to kick you.
Yep, I go down.
Alright, Logan, you are in a good position right now.
Yeah, I'm going to turn around, look at all the horrid little animals around me, and I'm just going to let out this slow, angry, animalistic growl. And I'm going to use my conquering presence on them. So to make a wisdom save.
Okay, so
Not
4,
but they are animals.
3, 4. So 2 of the top 2 the top left that you've hit and the top panther are both now afraid, right?
Mm-hmm. Yep.
Okay.
And the eagle?
Just gonna go with this token for speed purpose. And the other 2 are unafeared.
Cool.
Okay. Is that it?
And the eagle as well.
Oh, the eagle, of course.
Eagle!
Eagle!
The eagles are coming.
Afraid of you.
I'll do that, and then is it a stupid idea to? Nah, no, it's fine. That's what.
Okay. Ifalu, who had been standing there picking his nose and not paying much attention, suddenly jerks to life. Oh, that is a lot of animals. A lot of animals. Was not expecting this.
Not on a farm.
Gordon, in the name of Bel Marduk, I bless you with continued life. And he casts Healing Word on you in 2nd level.
I'm 50. Is it 60 feet? Oh, it's 60 feet.
60 feet.
Yeah, cool.
Congratulations, you get 7 hit points.
Well,
Congratulations.
it's not the worst horse I've ever met.
And as an action, he is going to dash to about here, and then remember he's not wearing armor or has anything defensive, and he's going to stop right there.
Soak moved over
Tiny
here.
dagger on his belt.
Grabs out his rapier and is casting green flame blades. So he's going to try and hit this one, and 2 birds beneath it with the flame. It hits.
Cool.
That's to self. That's the wrong thing. 17 for
Right,
12 piercing
that-
damage, and the next eagles take 4 fire.
All right, you stab the eagle straight into the side of the wing, and it flops sideways to the ground, blatantly dead.
It
And
triggers my Dark One's blessing then, so I get 7 temporary hit points.
oh, nice. And flames lick over onto the other feather. Once again, the horrible.
That's my turn.
Right, Logan.
Hello.
So, firstly, the guy in the bushes cannot back up and has disadvantage, so he's going to bite at you.
Nope.
That's a 7, that misses. The one to the bottom that is afraid of you is going to back off with the intention of pouncing, so you can have an attack of opportunity.
Yeah, I'll do that. Swing. 19 for 9.
Okay. 9 damage. He's still up, but he's looking fairly hurt.
Mhm.
The other guy
Can I
is going to
smite
back
on
up.
opportunity of attacks. Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck it. I was in my first smite.
I just saw that.
Boop.
a melee weapon attack.
Okay, yeah,
30
the
damage.
Panther backs up, taking up a more attack-worthy position. You swing your axe, right? You
Yep.
swing your axe, which hits his skin, seems to for a second get caught before glowing a burning radiant light and cutting deep into him, killing him immediately.
Nice.
Gosh.
The one to the north of you is going to try to back off to pounce. Upon backing off, realizes he's afraid and can't approach you now. So he's going to stand over there and be afraid, and I'm just going to make his repeat wisdom save
Guys,
now.
it might
which
look like I'm
okay.
running away, but
Succeed.
seriously, I'm backing off to pounce, I swear!
This one backs off and runs forward to pounce unimpeded. So a bite.
Nope.
Oh, wait, he misses that, so he can't claw. And then an eagle, which is afraid, will beacon talons at you.
That one
It's a
hits for
19 and the other one's a 10. This is
But
disadvantage.
he's still afraid, so he's flapping fearfully around in front of you.
Mhm.
And there's one more panther I need to roll for. Still afraid.
Cool.
Praxis.
All right. Is that eagle taking any damage?
That eagle has taken a small bit of damage.
All right, that'll do.
I don't remember what from.
Some green flame.
Take a
Burning
step
hand.
down. Logan looks like he's fine, so he's going to once again inhale, and as the fire is about to come up, he's going to infuse it with a spark of magic to poof, flame breath down over these two.
Okay, the horse succeeds, taking
7.
7 damage. The eagle fails, taking a shit ton of damage.
Whew.
Guys, smell of burnt feathers is just intoxicating at this point.
Bonus action, I spend my 2 sorcery points to recover that spell slot, and I'm going to start moving over this way, because I think I'm going to need to be closer to Logan soon. That's me.
Okay. I just realized I attacked with the eagle near Tom last turn, even though it wasn't.
Oh yeah, that's fine.
So that eagle is done.
Mhm.
Right, the eagle near to Braxis and Zulk will attack Braxis. So Braxis beacon talons from angry flapping eagle.
Ow. Holy shit.
Ooh.
Yeah, both hit.
And the other eagle will attack. Excuse me, will attack Lars.
Why? Misses, because I can parry thanks to the fact I have my weird Kensei ability.
Oh yeah, cool.
Because my
What is
AC
your AC
up
when you rank that then? 21, is it?
21, yeah.
Jesus, your AC is huge.
Yeah, but I got like I'm 20 and an 18. in
Oh,
Dex
it's
and
so
Wisdom,
big.
Fucking hell.
Gordon, a horse.
Oh
kicks
yeah,
you
it's gotta be all the people that played me are gonna be unhittable.
Oh.
Gordon,
Oh, I
a
need
horse
more
kicked you in the
paper.
face, but you feel a little better now.
I stand up. So well.
Not bad.
Thanks for the short nap. Not appreciating it, to be honest. I'm going to take just one step to there, and I'm going to, as an action, I'm going to cast Blur on myself
Ooh.
to make me harder to hit. So I just adjust my chef's hat and shake with furious Gordon rage, and it makes me so shaky and blurry that they can hardly see me. Then I'm going to spend, I think, 2 sorcery points to quicken a spell.
Okay.
And I will quicken spell Burning Hands at the horse.
I don't think you can cast.
Oh.
Quicken
Oh,
Yeah,
no,
spell
yeah,
on
that's a good
full
point.
spell.
Yeah.
You can do Green Flame Blade or Fireball, which I think you have.
Spell points. Yeah, my Firebolt would be at disadvantage, so I'll Green Flame Blade him. No, that seems like a waste. I'll
It's just
just
a
leave it at
normal
that.
attack.
I'll leave it at that.
Okay.
So I'll take back my
Alright.
2 sorcery points.
I'm going to try and punch the eagle again.
Which eagle?
Oh, wow,
Bottom
that
eagle?
failed. That failed badly.
Give
Doesn't
me
matter
a
which. Fine.
Up your game.
Try and punch the bottom eagle. And flurry of blows again. So more key point deduction. Bottom eagle, 14 for 8.
Right.
Once
again, you punch the eagle straight in the face. It stares at you angry and confused for a second before flopping to the ground.
Cool, then I go to 10 and kick a horse in the head.
Okay, you turn and kick the horse in the head, and as you hit it, it shrinks, it alters form, and standing in its place, as soon as I can remember how layers work, is this diminutive little guy.
Huh.
He utters what you definitely think is a curse word of some kind, but in a language you do not understand.
Ah, you cunt, you!
He was a centaur. Half human, half horse.
Half the time he's a human, the other half of the time he's a horse. That's what centaur means.
I knew it!
That's me, done.
It's a good thing one of us didn't fuck that, because that would have been awkward. Oh, you're not a horse, you're a man. Oh.
Right. Gordon, with disadvantage, the horse will attempt to kick your blurring form.
It still fucking hits, and I go down again, and my concentration drops.
You are not a blurry core. The figure that has appeared will move down south. I have to get this eagle out of the way. We'll move down a step, and we'll cast a spell.
Can I make an attack of opportunity?
Oh, you can.
Yeah.
None of us have counter spell at this level, by the way.
I will do it non-lethally though. Try to bone them on that. 17 for 13 piercing.
Whew.
17 for 13, Jesus.
I have improved pack weapon, which makes it a +1 magical weapon, basically.
Right, yeah, that definitely hits.
That's why it's 13.
Yeah. Then he will cast on the area directly north of him.
Oh god.
Oh, whoops, I cast to myself. With a booming sound, and actually getting the spell off. Effect, then I hit it at level 1.
Oh my god!
Ooh, there's another D8 in there.
No, you don't need to add anyone D8.
Right. That's too bad. The one I rolled to myself first was terrible.
Oh my god.
Come on.
What's that, 19? 9.
I'm dead.
Braxus. Man, I forgot how exciting not being a Slayer's Take member at this level could be. I can't even the Slayer's Take initiates. I have an AC of 25 and 72 hit points.
Well, we also have the fact that I don't think any of us can heal.
No.
The cleric over there?
Hello.
So none of us.
You have other troubles right now.
None of us want to heal. That's the.
Yeah, that's it for them. So Logan, you're up.
Okay.
It just occurred to me, I've been rolling to see if they get unafraid. Is that correct?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
End of their turn.
End of their turn. Yeah.
End of their turn.
I am going to try and decide what I'm going to do.
Oh, you've had so long, man. Come on.
I
don't
know,
fan
but
people's
it's
shit.
just okay. I am going to lay on hands myself for let's call it 13 hit points. Bloop.
Okay.
So I've got some 3.
Logan touches himself in front of some black cats.
Yeah.
Bad luck? I mean, I don't know.
Little black cat.
And then I'm going to cast Shield of Faith on me. Make me a bit tankier.
Cool. What is your AC now, out of curiosity?
18.
8. Irifu looks around in slight panic. It's like, oh god, that horse is a person now. And will cast another healing word. Oh, sorry, Gordon. He's going to cast it at Braxus.
It's understandable. He's already tried healing me.
It didn't work out so well. So, Braxus, you get a level 2 healing word. Ooh,
Ooh.
maxed out healing word. Enjoy.
Damn.
Clearly
Much
likes
health as I had
Braxus more than me.
beforehand. Wait, that one's not my health bar. This one.
Sook.
Tuk's going to try and stab the eagle
23 for 6.
That is a hit. Is there anything funny about your rapier? Is it?
It's magical.
It's
it
really
glowing
thick.
with black smoke?
Like that.
Is it glowing with black smoke? Does it have gems set into it?
No, there's a bit of
Anything
a blue aura around it. Almost like a ghostly rapier. But it's very faint. Like you have to be focusing on it to see it.
Cool. Panther. Oh wait. Right. The fearful panther to the left will attack first. No missing. The no longer fearful panther to the north will leap forward. So firstly with a bite.
Nope.
And can't do its pounce. This one will back up to attempt for the pounce, so you will get an attack of opportunity.
Swing it in. Swing.
Ooh, that is a miss.
Oof. Nope.
And will leap straight at you. Oh, he actually went back 5 feet further than that, I've just realised. Attempt to bite. 18
Just tits now.
for 3 damage, and then as a bonus action... Oh, hang on. You need to make a strength save.
Okay.
I love the fact just tits sounds like just tits.
You're good.
I don't know
you
why I like
succeed.
that.
It does not get the claw attack that missed anyway.
Cool. I'm going to do a con save for my thingy, haven't I?
Oh, you do.
Yeah, good.
You do keep it.
Just.
Shit, was that enough? Or have I missed a... No, I haven't. Bites and claws. Sorry, confusing myself. I need to make 1 wisdom save for Fearful Panther.
Mhm.
Fearful Panther
Still
remains fearful.
scared?
Braxis, you are awake again.
Hey. Alright, I stand up. Goddamn half pint. How's the birdie looking?
Well, the birdie's looking hurt, but not exactly death's door.
Alrighty. Yeah, boys next to each other. I have the feeling Logan's going to be in a lot of
Face
trouble
just
soon.
dropped.
So.
Yeah.
Jesus.
Very heavy music. We're fighting demons now.
Yeah, I don't think fuck it. I'm just gonna use burning hands on this bird on its own. Just want to get it out of the way.
The KFC.
So, inhale, spark of magic, poof.
Poof.
And it fails, taking the full brunt of the 12 damage. Yep, it is a charred, feathered mess, but it's still up.
And then I bonus action, second wind. And can I move to here? Sploosh my way over.
Yeah, it's difficult terrain and you get your feet slightly wet, but
I could only get to here then because I had to stand up.
you have to balance yourself along the ties for the horses and then through the trough.
It's like Total Wipeout.
I'm fire. I'm death. I'm slightly soggy.
It's okay, I don't have any socks to get wet or anything.
Oh, no, he does.
Yeah.
Right.
Benefits of dragon.
Fearful giant eagle pecks its way at Logan.
No,
Low gain.
Nope.
Low gains there, boy.
And then the less fearful giant eagle will flop around and attack. Oh, he's going for Lars this time around.
Hi.
To be fair, I'm pretty sure Lars punched him last time. So,
No, I killed his. I knocked his body out and then kicked a horse in the face. I haven't touched that one yet.
he misses. Gordon,
Done.
death save. Ooh.
One
Lars, you're up.
I gotta punch the little guy in the face. Nope, I'm not. I got a flurry of blows and try and punch him in the face.
Oh, that one hit.
And I'll do the other one at him. Actually, you said the bird's quite. Yeah, bad.
Him and the bird are both looking pretty mangled at this stage.
I'm gonna punch him in the face then because he did thunder waves and that hurt. 21 for 8.
Nice.
Going for 8, and he goes down.
You said you're doing them non-lethally?
He said he was doing them non-lethally last turn.
I didn't. I didn't say non-lethal at any point.
I did it.
Zork said non-lethal. I just punched him in the face.
He's very dead. The other horse whinnies angrily at the sight of the falling halfling. Oh yeah, sorry, is that it for you, or are you?
Yeah, that's it, I'm done. Actually, I might... yeah, no, I'll say that's fine. I can hit the other one from here.
It will Black Betty jump... Black Bessie? Black...
Black Betty.
Hey, Black Betty. Bam, bam.
Bam,
The horse will jump over and charge straight at Lars.
Oh, lovely.
So Lars, a horse is attempting to kick you in the face. 15.
Oh, now it rolls like shit. What disadvantage? A 22 or a 20? Oh, okay.
Logan, you're up.
Okay. I'm going to swing at the Panthery boy. Actually, no, he's scared. I'm going to swing at the one to the north. Swing. Ugh, 10.
That is a miss.
Wow. I'll spot turn, I suppose.
And Irifu is going to... Irifu's going to have to make it a healing word again, I'm afraid. Irifu will cast a level 1 healing word because he's out of level 2 slot.
She cast it twice, though. No, it's fine. 4 hit points.
You can get 4 or 4, I'll give you the choice.
I would go with 4. But...
I'll take the second 4.
And he will take the dash action to get alongside you. Zook.
Tsuka's going to step the eagle to the north. Let's see. 17 for 12.
And the eagle flops to the ground.
Okay, I will then... Yeah, we'll then 20, 30 walk towards here and end my turn there.
Okay. The panthers. So, Fearful Panther cannot move, will bite. That's 10. Once again, this panther will back up. Oh, hang on, I never built off last turn. This panther will back up, provoking an attack of opportunity if you want it.
Tom?
It'll blow. Swing! Yes.
Ooh, you slice that panther clean in half.
Nice.
Whoa.
Stick him
I'm
up
swinging
there.
D12s.
Get out of the way.
I like a D12.
And this one will back off. You are out of reactions, and he will charge straight at you. Oh, he only gets a 7, though. Fearful Panther will make a wisdom save. He's still fearful, I think.
Yep. Like a 12.
DC 12, yeah.
Praxis,
Yeah,
you're up.
12.
Right. We'll step out of the... Oh, there was definitely some goop in that. And... Yeah, you're fine over there. He's got to go over to fight the eagle.
That's a great sentence.
Yeah, so he's going to run over and he's going to take a swing at it. No point in doing that, so it's straight attack. Yeah, there's never anything next to each other.
Sure, if you green flame blade, you can hit Logan.
I was thinking, 9, run over. I kind of run forward and just kind of do a little slip.
Squelch, 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 squelch.
Yeah. It's like scooch forward the last 5 feet, trying to regain myself, randomly flailing my sword in his direction before catching my balance.
Okay, the remaining giant eagle is so terrified of Logan, he's going to attack him to try to get rid of him. Ooh, 21 for 9.
Yeah, I'll hit.
And repeat his wisdom save. Fails once again. Jeez, these are some fierce fucking eagles.
I am not Shield of Faith.
Ooh.
Damn.
Gordon.
Gordon's going to stand up again. Firebolt at the horse. 15 for 5.
That is a hit.
Yay. Does he turn into a little person?
Nope, he remains a horse with a scorch mark on his ass.
Branded
Branded
then, yeah, I'll end my turn there.
Lars.
I'm gonna right hook a horse. Boom.
Okay, the horse, you punch it in the hips as you do so, and shrinks down, following the shape of your fist, until all that's left there is a halfling, who then once again swears in a language you can't speak.
Okay, I'm going to roundhouse kick, and on the off chance this time that it might, I'm going to do it non-lethally. I don't think it will, but just in case.
Ooh, 7
Non-lethally.
damage.
Yeah, that's me.
Okay. The druid will cast a spell. I mean, he's
Yep.
not a druid.
What? Spoiler
He just used
alert.
polymorph.
He's just half a
He's a
centaur.
wizard with polymorph.
On just Lars.
Yay. Oh, make or break. Nope, break.
Oh.
Into the trough. And
Crumbles.
unconscious.
Splosh.
We wait for the bubbles to stop.
And he moves 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Logan.
I'm gonna swing at that bloody eagle because it's been a pain in the ass. Swing. Yes.
That is a hit. You gouge into the eagle.
And no, I'll save my last spell slot. That's my turn.
Irfu will healing word towards Lars in his trough.
Can I hear him from underneath the water?
It's fine. The word is based on sight.
Silk.
Tuck is going to cast a spell.
Yeah, you're good.
Cool. So a bunch of daggers flies over and start to form a cloud over there. So at the start of its turn, it's going to take 9 slashing damage, and I'm going
Nice.
to chase after him. That's my turn.
Okay. Right, the fearful panther will attempt to bite at Logan.
Aww.
Just call him scaredy
Scared
cat.
panther.
The other one will back up 20 feet, so as usual, attack of opportunity.
Sure. Swing.
Okay, you
Ka-thunk.
do got a good chunk into him, but he's okay. And he runs back at you, attempting to bite.
That does just hit. 3. Strength save. I'm good.
You stay up. There is a panther hanging off your arm, attempting to knock you over. Brexus. Panther save.
The panther's looking busy.
Hey.
Looking hurt.
Both the panthers are looking quite fucked up at this stage.
Alright, I'm gonna run over here.
But they're not afraid anymore.
So this guy's gonna get an attack against me.
Oh, yes. He is a fearful eagle, so... Oh, he
Yeah.
misses.
Alright, and then I'm going to do some breathing.
Yep, that looks okay.
Cool. So not hitting Logan, just kind of going to the side of him. I'm going to start exhaling fire, and I'm gonna.
I appreciate the help, but I think I have this handle. We'll see.
I got this. And poof.
Okay, there are 2 burnt cat corpses and
pop,
a
pop,
large
pop, pop,
section
pop,
of
pop,
burning
pop, pop,
bush
pop.
now right around Logan.
Goddamn bush. I go over and start
Everywhere.
stomping on it.
Is that everything?
Yeah.
Okay, Giant Eagle will attempt to finish Logan off. And
Cool.
really trying. 13
Uh,
and 7.
That's annoying. Yeah. Oh, they both
He's
missed.
appeared.
They both
Okay,
missed.
yeah.
Aha,
There,
yes. Still alive.
He is no longer afraid
Cool.
here at the presumable end of his life. Gordon.
Gordon's going to take a couple of steps up to here. He's going to hold. He's casting a spell. He'll start waving his hand, and a spectral hand appears with a slice of bread, and then another spectral hand with a slice of bread, and they're going to slam either side of this druid's head. And he's casting. What are you? Hold person. Oh, it's a DC 13 save. I need to set these up properly. Wisdom
Wisdom.
save, DC 13. Ha! You're an
Ooh,
idiot
you're-
sandwich!
Which is going to stay in a cloud of daggers.
Roll a perception check, Gordon.
I will do once I'm done adding saving throws to my spell. Because I'm also going to do bonus action stuff. So perception, an 8. I'm too busy making funny jokes about idiot sandwiches. I'm then going to spend 2 spell. Okay, you've moved on. Fine, no worries.
No, you're fine. I'm listening.
I'm going to spend 2 sorcery points to cast Firebolt at the eagle.
Oh, cool.
So while I'm idiot sandwiching that guy, Firebolt 13.
Yeah, just hit.
Cool.
Right, now
10
you get to
damage.
experience the smell of burnt eagle feathers.
Delicious.
I'm hungry now.
Once this is all done, I'll cook us up some lovely fried eagle. It's going to be fantastic. A little bit of Cajun spice in there.
So the druid is paralyzed in place, surrounded by daggers. So
And at the
first
start of his
takes
turn, he
9
takes a
damage.
load of damage.
Hang
Yeah,
on,
it
hang
takes
on.
9.
Skip the turn.
Oh, sorry, Lars, it's your turn.
Lars, you breathe in
Sorry,
deeply.
I thought you were a horse.
Horse water.
Rude. So I'm going to stand up, sort of roll out of the trough, sopping wet. I will draw my longbow, and I'm going to use my bonus action to use the Kensei shot, and then I'm going to shoot at the eagle, seeing as what this is. The druid is paralyzed. So, longbow.
Yeah.
Ooh, it is an expert shot. You pierced it right through the eye, even though it's facing the other way to you. Flop to the ground. A lot of flopping to the ground today.
The eagles. I'm going to move that way. That's me.
Okay, so yeah, the druid maybe takes 9 slashing
Maybe.
damage from being suspended in a cloud of knives between 2 slices of bread, and will repeat his save against the whole person.
Oh my god, that is evil.
He fails.
Soak and Gordon both laughing.
Logan, you have run out of animals.
Oh, well, thank you for the help with that. I think I was managing pretty well there. I suppose I'll run over here with a dash as well, if I can get my things in the way. Are we going to leave him get chopped up by these daggers, or are we going to try and take a prisoner or something?
He stays there for, is it a round? It says,
Yeah, like he's going to take the damage next turn anyway. Unless the concentration's dropped.
Like you should still think about it. That he just keeps the daggers keep on flying around him.
I'll pull out a javelin. I'll just have it ready to throw at him. He tries to escape.
Okay. Well, you dashed, so it's not a full ready dash, but thematically you're pointing a javelin at him, right?
I dashed, didn't I? Yep. Okay.
You can still
I'll
have
get
a
a
javelin
javelin.
out. Yeah.
I'll get a javelin out. Yeah.
He's got a javelin out.
If Lou
God,
is
that
checking
counts.
everyone for signs of oncoming death, he also, Logan and Zulk make quick perception checks.
Perception.
oh, you've got your, okay, you've got your cloud of daggers set up as 1 round instead of 1 minute.
Is it so?
Yeah, it's just 1 round. That's why I was like, you've got concentration, but you're right, you can.
Logan, you can make a perception check too.
Sure.
I think
The DM really wants to tell us something. Roll good.
You asked the wrong person.
Zulk, your turn.
No, it should be 1 minute. Yeah.
So, it's your turn.
1 second, I was changing the minute. Soak is going to walk up and just going to step in with his rapier.
Non-lethally?
No lethal.
Okay.
He's done.
Okay, he is dead, suspended between 2 slices of bread and a cloud of knives.
Yeah,
Essentially,
he stops concentrating, like catching the daggers, putting them back in his pocket.
no, I like the idea of him being held dead between 2 slices of bread and a cloud of daggers like it's a giant blender.
Oh, God.
Right.
He wants his daggers
so,
back, but sure.
You're out of initiative. Yeah, that's everything. Yeah, that's everything dead. You're out of initiative. You notice that the first druid corpse is gone. And as the second one falls to the ground, the grass and vines the grass and also some vines from under the grass are starting to come up from the ground and clutch onto it.
So quickly takes his like jumps back.
Grab the corpse.
Do we need the corpse?
Yeah,
Why do we
what are
need
you
the
doing?
corpse?
I grab him and start pulling him back.
Make a strength check. Athletics, I suppose, will be fine.
Sure. Whoop. 20 with assist.
You are clutching onto him. One of the vines is going to lash out at you.
Oh.
Oh shit, I never set this up properly. It says quarterstaff, but it's a vine. Okay.
A quarterstaff shoots out from the ground and tries to hit you.
Guys, watch out! The vines are armed.
Okay. You're now holding the creature, the halfling.
I'll give him another pull then, I suppose.
Yeah, you can move normally. I should probably have kept us in initiative thinking about this, but you can attempt to move normally. Well, where do you go? What do you do?
Logan, what the hell do you want that for?
So I've got him, but I've got to go somewhere, do I?
You're being attacked by vines.
You only want the vine. You only want the vine because the vines want it, don't you?
The vines are still climbing up out of the ground towards it, and they are encroaching on you as well now.
All right, okay. I'll then
Throw the halfling.
kick it in and chuck the halfling through the door.
Through the door.
Have a cup.
The vines stretch up to the side of the house, but they don't seem to be able to go inside. Oh yeah, make an athletics check to kick the door down, actually. Because your mana still isn't opening it.
15?
Yeah, that'll do it. It's a nicely put together door, but it's not exactly massive. So yeah, I just realized I moved your mana into the thing and you can't see inside. You kick the door down. There is a flustered-looking human standing on front of it, and then you drop a dead druid on front of him.
It's a druid?
Get out of my house, you!
No, it's bloody vines and stuff, mate. Calm your tits. It's alright. We've killed all the animals and stuff. And your horses were people, apparently. Sorry.
Wait, what? So, I'm actually going to call for like a 7-minute break at this stage.
That's
Cool.
Cool. That's enough time for Eric to fetch a beer.
Now that you've gotten a look at Bumblekunt. Obviously, you were waiting for this moment.
Yeah.
The true reveal.
I will go fetch a puppy. Why not?
Aw.
No.
No, she doesn't
It's
deserve
like
it.
you're
She's
getting a
pain in the ass.
snack. I mean, you know.
Back in a moment.
Well, that's what I meant.
We're back.
Domino! Daddy's coming for you, honey. Yes.
No, that's not right.
No, it's not.
No, I don't want that. Oh!
Oh.
I think my Roll20 was playing 2 different music tracks at once. Or, sorry, my Roll20 was playing one, and my browser was also playing a YouTube video that I had tried opening up earlier. That explains why that battle music was such a fucking mess.
Yeah, I've done that before.
There we go. Set to replay that when I get back. Right, back now.
Oh! Hello, Dino. Would you like a carrot? Oh, yeah. Good job, good job. Yeah, but you got a poopy butt. You got a poopy butt. Oh, oh. Oh, happy. Oh, oh. Wait. I can get it. He's a good girl. Yeah, nice carrot. It looks tasty. I've got to be honest, I am jelly. I'm back.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. You have a puppy now?
I do, and I brought her up a carrot as well. She sat at the end of the bed eating that. She's like a small furry rabbit. Oh wait, rabbit's already furry. She's like a small smelly rabbit.
Well, are you enjoying being a sorcerer?
Hmm?
Are you enjoying being a sorcerer? The wonderful world of being dead a lot.
Yeah, it's not quite what I envisioned, but I know at higher levels they just get much stronger. I just have to stay alive until then.
I just realised there's no reason for me not to delete things as soon as they're killed because I don't have to calculate XP later.
Yeah. Domino. Domino. Domino, smile for the camera.
Welcome to a whole new world.
Oh,
Camera? What?
Domino.
Camera's on though.
No, I'm taking pictures with my phone so I can show you guys Domino eating a carrot. Because, you know, you all requested pictures. Do you not remember? Oh, this is awkward.
So with the Dark One's Blessing, it sets to 0 hit points. So if I kill a PC, then heal him, do we still get the temporary hit points?
yes. there may be role playing.
It says hostile.
Okay.
That's it. Oh, hostile. Everyone is hostile to Silk.
Yeah, I was going to say they'll become very hostile if you start killing them. Oh, these pictures blurry.
The first one isn't hostile, so you have to wait for the second one.
Man, all these pictures are blurry as fuck.
Quick, be my
No,
enemy.
no, you knock them out, let them get back up again, then they'll be hostile. Then you can get the hit points.
Oh yeah, did he kill you? They killed him actually, and then I should just get a lot of pets, but I treat them like horrible, so I can like.
Oh man, I don't want that.
I was considering making my character actually evil because he would actually do that.
Yeah, I was wondering if when you met the Easter Island heads, would you be like, nah, I'm evil, fuck you guys?
No, he's trying to hide it. But they probably like he was more testing if they saw through that or not.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I made him chaotic neutral in the end.
Yeah, I've gone chaotic good.
So I'll be honest, the major purpose of that was just to throw a bit of roleplay for our characters. I was thinking a lot about what Kill said about the later generations of Take members not feeling like a group that were involved with each other.
Mm.
So I thought just a bit of fun RP with them being under the limelight for a moment might add to that.
Well, you were fucking wrong.
Well, yeah, no, I think it's
No,
Clearly.
it's,
Plus I got to potentially show off the religion I made up.
yeah.
Yeah.
Is everyone back?
I think so.
Don't know about Tom. But...
Oh yeah, Tom's mooted.
Well, we were supposed to have got back 2 minutes ago, so if he's not here, then fuck him.
No.
Yeah, I mean, I had
That
to
is
come
totally like a
rush
why the
off.
fuck you taking all these pictures of me type.
Trying to not get the blur. I wanted to get when she first has the carrot, she sits over in her mouth like a big cigar. So there's only images of that, but they all come up blurry and shit.
Tell her to drop concentration on blur, it'll be fine.
Too soon, man. Too soon. Well, like, oh yeah, I'll use blur against the horse. You know, it's just a horse. 20 fucking 2 and a 20. You know, that manages to hit somehow. I
love the
wonder
fact
why.
that Domino is the top result for shocked corgi on Google.
Good.
Is she? Aww.
Yeah. It's that one that's on the thing.
It's because it was on the front page of Imgur, I think.
Yeah, for that little while ago. But Domino's his internet face.
Yeah, there it is, picture 2. Oh no, picture 1.
Yeah.
That is awesome.
She's internet famous.
And your meme of it is in the second row. The Domino, you look like a celebrity. Which one shot Pikachu?
I mean, both of them are my posts on Imgur.
Tom.
Damn.
There's actually the face that she pulls when you try to take pictures of her, so it's very appropriate. She's a cutie.
I think we might just start away.
Yeah, fuck him.
I'm not in any big rush or anything, but
Not any big rush. We don't want to sit around pulling our dicks all day. Or do.
Maybe you
No,
don't.
we couldn't.
why do you think I'm trying to get this over and done with?
So that you can pull my dick? That's I mean, fair enough.
Right.
So
yeah.
I can add this to the calendar while we're chatting. Because it's that easy. GM is Kevin. Character 1, so we've got Gordon,
Hello.
Silk. You're too late. The game's ended.
Ah,
Oh, that
Sorry.
was weird.
I had to make. I went downstairs. I was like, "Oh, I'll make a cup of tea," and then we're living with the family. Then everyone else is going to have a cup of tea. It took some time, I'm afraid.
Yes. The tea cascade.
Are we just 4 players? No. We got Tom there as well with Hefe.
Where?
My name is Jeff.
My name, Jeff.
My name is Jeff.
Why is Domino eating a carrot?
Because they're healthy treats for dogs. I shouldn't say the T word. I should expect one.
Right, so you're now here. The vines seem to be staying off the stone path and away from the door, but they are now clawing at the sides of the building.
Good.
You have a halfling corpse. You have a slightly frightened looking angry farmer. And most of you are nearly dead. Also, if Flau runs into the house thinking The vines can't get in there. Oh, this is a nice place. Very very rustic, but very tasteful. Ooh.
It kind of looks like could be decent. Maybe if we get rid of the carpeting, cover up these hardwood floors, get some decent acrylics on the wall. I reckon we can really make this place over, make it nice and welcoming to any customers that come into your restaurant.
Get out of my house! Get out!
Nice
Well,
house.
Who are you?
It seems like you have some problems with weeds outside.
I go man spread on the couch.
This is clearly our house. I'm gonna pitch up in front of the fire.
Don't mind the blood.
Who the hell are you people?
They're the
Squatters.
slayers. Oh wait, no.
We can.
With the slayers of
We'll tell
halflings.
you during about 20 to 30 minutes of rest. That's right.
Very slow speakers.
Mm.
Well,
So-
we're here on behalf of the whatever those fancy guards are. Ify, what are you called again? That's the one. Those guys.
What? But no one called you here. Why would you come here?
Bushers are very unruly, so we had to come here and slaughter a lot of animals.
Let's be frankly honest here. Your neighbour called us. He's been having issues with his crop. His corn is too hard to eat, and also
No, it's not.
other reasons.
Well, that's nothing to do with me.
So these horses that you have,
Hmm.
how did you acquire them?
They were some of my own stock that I brought with me through the portal.
And
So look down. Totally.
why are you studying out halflings?
Why not?
What? What?
Hey, it's a new
at
town,
that.
you know.
We might
Weren't you
want to
peeking
have
through the door?
Say that again?
Weren't you peeking through the door? This one was one of your horses.
My horses are just horses.
Maybe we should go check the rest of them.
I'm not
Th-
going
that
out
was-
there. You
that was
dragged
it.
plants here.
Huh?
There was just the two.
Yeah.
No
No
Do you
other horses.
remember buying these? Suddenly get much more magnificent magically overnight.
No, that's the way I breed my horses. I bred them back in the old country. I raised their fathers. Their fathers were the strong father and mother, were the strongest draft horses I've
Do
ever
they
had.
usually turn into halflings?
So, what you're saying is you're dealing in halfling trafficking.
Yeah.
Guys, I would like to point out, just before you continue this line of questioning, it was told to us earlier that he went out for a walk with his horses the other night, and things got weird after that, so possibly worth asking what he did the other night.
Oh yeah. What happened?
If
Tell
you did,
us.
could you fetch me a mug of cocoa? Thank you.
What are you talking about? Of course I walk my horses around. You can't just keep a horse stabled up. And I haven't been able to build a proper paddock yet. Why
What?
are you asking me about my horses?
Well, there's some funny business going on, and your horses. Well, there were some panthers in the bushes. The bushes look really weird.
Yeah, your panthers are very weird.
They attacked me. Yeah.
I live next to the wilderness. Of course there's wild animals here. There's probably
Yeah, but
giant
them-
eagles fly over here twice a day.
Yeah, but then why did the giant eagles come and attack me and the panthers, and then your horses decide to join in?
Did you go disturb the bushes?
Yeah.
Well,
Well, just
there
having a
you
look,
go.
though.
You could see there was creatures in the bushes. You disturbed them and they attacked you. Nothing to do with me.
So
Yeah, but why
how
did
many
your
horses
horses
did you have?
attack us?
You had 2 horses, right?
Yes, I have 2 horses.
So and this is one of them, pointing down to the half.
Fine, I'll go check. Braxton gets up and walks out towards the stable. There's a quick look around when he goes out the door.
The vines are both sides of the door, but they're kind of clawing at the side of the building. They're mostly ignoring anyone but the halfling.
Fuck off. That and wait, and then go over, and I'm gonna. Oh, is the stable door closed again?
Oh, I just forgot to put it back
The
out.
horses closed it behind them.
The paddock doors are open. Stables are empty.
What were you,
Right.
raising a barn?
I'm gonna have a quick look around in the paddocks where the horses were. If they're full of shit, then I don't.
There's nothing strange you can see about the paddock as you look around them.
Took wants to go through the pockets of the halfling, see if there's anything with him, maybe a symbol or anything.
Is he wearing plate mail?
Yeah, you search through it. On the halfling, you find... Seconds... Okay, you find a small idol. It's in the shape of a diminutive-looking man, and it is, in a sort of mummy-like manner, completely wrapped in vines. It is carved from wood and looks like it was dipped in maybe tar or something like that to kind of hold its shape.
Strange.
It's small. Roll any Zulk as you go through it. Roll an insight check. Lars as well, actually, because you're pretty close to...
Sorry, it was perception, what did you say?
Domino, go to
insight.
sleep.
Oh, insight.
Sleepies.
Lars, when the figure is taken out of the druid's pocket, Bumblekunt definitely goes wide-eyed for about a second before quickly regaining his composure.
Definitely fucking horses.
So just look at it. Train.
That's fine.
I mean, how could he not?
You know this. I say to him.
No, I don't know it.
But now my eyes, you are lying.
Fine, I've seen that shape before. In the rock.
In the rock?
No, in Iraq. He served overseas.
Dwayne the Rock? What?
Just after he says
That's John
that.
Cena's music.
Just after he says that, Shovelfuck is coming towards the door, coming to see what all the noise was.
Mind the vines.
Did you say something in the rock, Bumblekunt? And Bumblekunt just kind of goes, yes, there were those shapes looked like that, carved into the rocks, and that's it.
What rocks?
Shovelfuck goes, there's some old standing stones a little bit into the wilderness. We spotted them when we were ranging once or twice, but I thought we weren't going near them. Bumblekunt just kind of looks embarrassed.
It was either that or fuck the horses. What am I supposed to do?
Fine. And Bumblekunt walks over towards this door. Just realised Bumblekunt's got an awful lot of extra beds in his house.
For all the horses they come when they come over.
Then you hear the sound of a chest opening, and he walks back out, kind of maneuvering nervously around Praxis. And he produces a larger, more elaborate-looking figurine of a very similar kind. Still made out of wood, but more kind of older-looking petrified wood. And it's hard to describe, but it seems to be lightly glowing, like it was dusted with something. Like sparkling slightly. Fine. I took this from the standing stones, and that's it. That's all I did.
Why did you take it?
It looks nice. Look at it. And as far as I'm concerned, that land is going to be where my paddock will be soon. Anything there is mine.
Well, it seems that this place is a bit strange, maybe magically enforced.
Well, it seems pretty straightforward. Bring it back, and hopefully whatever's going on around here will stop.
So
Yes.
I would
Wait,
really
are we
recommend you don't disturb things that you don't quite understand. There's old magic in those sorts of places.
This is the guy that randomly started prodding at the bushes.
It's best to leave alone.
Here, and he holds the figure out. Put it back, I'm sure that'll fix everything.
I'd like to insight check him on that. If he's just giving us a MacGuffin. It's like, just leave. Here, look, have something weird. Cut.
It's actually a salt and pepper shaker.
It's an anti-sec beater.
He's definitely holding something else back.
So you fuck the horses.
Oh no, that's
We
clearly out in the
understand.
open.
Alright, I'm going to stand up slowly and I'll walk up to him and get a bit too close and leer over him with my massive heart. So, listen, friend, we're doing you a favour. You could have been in danger any time. So you'd best tell us what the fuck's going on around here properly. Otherwise you might find yourself in a bit more danger than you really would have bargained.
Make an intimidation check.
Just noticed we're
With advantage because you're now completely surrounding him.
Nah.
Just noticed we're
15?
Yeah, that'll do it. Fine. And he begins to tell you a story.
When I was 7 years old, I fucked my first horse. It was a romantic evening. We each had a carrot.
Turned out to be a young Hoffman.
Bumblekunt brought more than 2 horses with him. He actually had his paddock full and had more stored with the stables in town. He was ready to set up a full business. But not long after opening getting the stables here and still getting things set up, he started to hear voices in the night coming from the wilderness. The sounds of strange chanting and singing, and even though Shovelfuck swears he heard no noises, the two of them agreed they wouldn't go anywhere near any of the standing stones or structures, and would report it to the town as soon as they figured out who in the town is actually responsible for that kind of thing. No one. So, Bumblekunt couldn't resist. One night he heard the singing. He went out, found his way to a set of standing stones. Completely empty, no one there, but he could hear the sounds of voices singing in a language he didn't understand. Even though he couldn't understand it, he'd heard a voice in his head in his own language. It told him to bring a gift of blood and meat. Yeah, Welsh. It told him to bring a gift of blood and meat, and he would be rewarded. So, he brought all the horses he had with him. Wasn't really in his right mind at the time. It made sense to him. He took all his horses out, walked them into the wilderness, and offered them up, and was rewarded instead with 2 horses he was sure for some reason were completely magical.
Nice.
You're not wrong.
Now that he comes to tell the story, a lot of this doesn't make as much sense as it did when he thought about it by himself. Some of you get the impression maybe he was charmed, maybe something weird is going on. But he walked his 2 horses back, and as he was leaving, spotted the figurine mounted on a lower stone near the middle of the circle. He hadn't seen it before, and it seemed to radiate power. It seemed important. He couldn't resist, and he took it. And since then, the bushes and trees nearby have outside as if searching for something, and the problem has been escalating the last few days. But for some reason he didn't care. He had his magic horses. So there you go. There is as far as he knows, and he knows the full story. It all sounds very strange now I come to say it out loud.
You're not wrong.
You don't have any horses.
some kind of thing.
Did you say the horses turned into that?
Yeah.
Yep. Hope you didn't do anything weird in front of them.
Yeah, or to them.
Oh god, I wrote them several times.
Oh god. You might
Would
want to get
explain the
yourself checked
giant-sized beds. Which bed for one man?
So you'll return the idol, right? I don't feel safe leaving the house now.
Yeah.
What do we... What do we do with this one? I point to the small idol and point to the halfling.
Yeah, give it back to the forest. Don't give two shits.
Well, I put back the idol on the halfling and basically carry the halfling outside, give it to the vines.
The vines take it, wrap him up in a similar manner to the idol, to the two idols you have seen, and pull it underground in front of you. Within moments, grass looking as fresh as ever has grown over it.
Never seen that in my life, but
Is that?
Hopefully that's the last time we get to see anything like that.
That was the small idol and the halfling. Sorry, the main idol.
So we still have to return the large idol. How far away was this?
Why didn't we put the fucking large idol in the halfling before we chucked into the vines? Are you
Because it
people
has to be-
fucking special?
I thought we were
Because it
doing
has to be
that.
brought. Because it has to be brought to the stones, the weird druidic. I don't know what kind of stones.
Alright, let's take it.
Could have been solved. You know, could have taken the giant eagles into Mordor, but no, we got to walk for 3 fucking movies.
It's early in the day. We still have time.
Well, whatever you want, I'm taking a break.
After that, you can prepare those burned eagles.
Oh yeah, I'll
Then out to battle.
I'll cook us up some panther and eagle stew. It's going to be magnificent. Do you have any
It's the best.
cumin?
I actually do, strangely.
Fantastic, right?
I hold
Let's
up my
get
wet
this going.
feet and breathe fire over them to dry them off.
You set fire to the carpet, floorboards.
Burn the house.
Wood
toasties.
charring strengthens the wood.
So your rest does go off. Is there anything without bother? Is there anything you want to do for the
Yeah.
duration?
Cook up some eagle and panther stew
All right. Make a cooking check.
with my custom stat that I have expertise in for no apparent reason. I will do that. 15.
Oh, it comes out tasting very nice. You find the feathers, as it's a slightly magical associated creature. The feathers really add a spicy freeze to it.
I mean, I probably would have taken the feathers out, but fuck it, why not?
And
Oh,
also, you find panther meat is incredibly lean.
I imagine it is. It tastes slightly like rodent.
Slightly.
Yeah,
That would be all the rodents that eat.
yeah, yeah.
They-
That was the implication.
The
We're
implication.
in agreement.
Yes, bully for us.
Bumblekunt informs you that the standing stone is only about a mile and a half directly north of the houses.
Well, should be easy to get to then. If I'm feeling better, time to go.
Not that much, but yeah.
Yeah, I'm not that much better either, to be honest. And the fact that I don't regain spell slots or anything on a short rest, massively disappointing. But I'm sure I'll get used to it.
I feel great.
Nobody asked you.
It'll be fine for now.
Okay.
If you coming,
Logan, you look like shit, mate.
No
Have
one
some more
moves
stew.
up like that. I just need to.
Logan, Tom, are you there? We lost Tom.
You
Probably
just
just can't talk.
just rolled hit die.
There we go.
you did.
If Lou informs you as well that
hello.
he's got... hello.
Hello.
I'm here.
If Lou informs you as well that he's got 2 spell slots left.
Well, that's
Level-
2 more
level
people to
ones.
pick up off the floor.
Save
So
them both
if-
for me, let's face it. I'm a ranged
No.
character and I immediately got tackled by a fucking horse.
He will attempt to stay as far back from the danger, so he informs you to
Same
plan
here.
on receiving healing words rather than anything more
Yep.
productive. Should anything happen.
I'll adjust my plans accordingly.
We're not gonna get in
Shit, I
trouble.
just realised I sent Bumblekunt over to the other pups.
Bumble.
How do I... So changing spell slots into... there we go. Yeah, I'll convert a first level spell slot into sorcery points, why the fuck not?
Let's get that 1 point back.
It gives you No, because I spent 2 on doing a quicken spell.
Yeah, spells only give you back. It costs sorcery
it
points. 2
costs-
spells is worse.
Oh, so it just gives you
Yeah.
whatever. It means I can then do another quicken spell. This is my first time playing a sorcerer of any shape or form. I've not even dipped sorcerer before.
Yeah, at lower levels, the sorcery points are better for regaining spell slots than anything else.
Yep.
Yeah, I'll stick with firebolt. Maybe twin spelling. Is twin spelling expensive? No, for cantrips it's 1.
So,
yeah.
What's your what is your draconic ancestry? I'm guessing.
My draconic ancestry is obviously fire.
Yeah.
In case you couldn't tell. Yeah.
It's cool.
Hello, Dragon Boy. It's going to be
Yes.
very confusing when you have advantage on dealing with dragons.
Right. So, you're setting off anyway. Right. You approach the woodlands to the north. Now, as previously stated, it is an extremely dense thicket immediately. You have to walk up and down the first layer of it about 500, 600 meters before you can even find a place you can really get in. Anywhere else leads you to small bits where the trees all tangle onto each other or where there's deep, deep ditches. It's tough. It is tough, but you find a way in. You have the rough directions that he gave you, but it's also difficult to figure out north once you kind of come into an open section.
North.
It is real.
The north.
The
It is
no.
real, I'm trying to remember the name of the woods in the Hobbit. That's all hard to get through.
Fangorn Forest.
Mm.
That's not a
Would
woods.
someone make a survival check with disadvantage?
I could do it if you wanted. It's
Sure.
not
Go
very
for
good. Okay. Nope.
Oops, I was just talking, saying I'm better at this, and I was muted. Sorry.
Well, it's your fucking fault.
That was muted, I didn't
In
realise.
that case, everyone roll a d20.
Oh,
Yay.
God.
woo.
I do not think he knows where he is going.
Fucking woody and shit, boys.
Oh, that might be good.
Great use of a crit.
Right. As you're maneuvering through the woods, you reckon at one stage you're drawing close to the sound of something big marching through a section, but you hear it ahead of time and you manage to carefully evade it. Would someone else like to make a survival check?
Lars,
Yes, please.
you look like you're better at this than I am. Yes, you are.
Oh, with disadvantage of 7.
No, the first one was just you're
I-
increase the chances that you might have to deal with something.
I am also an
Oh.
Outlander. I can't remember what that feature gives me because I've only put that in. I haven't
I'm
written
particularly good at foraging.
Oh, okay, is it foraging? Okay.
But no, you're by
We
the
lost,
time
but I found some berries.
by the time you take over the wayfaring, you've started to get a grip on the little nooks and the little crannies of the forest, and eventually it starts to thin out a tiny bit. You realize you're traveling slightly up a hill, and you find yourselves out in the open. You have found a stone circle. Along the outside of some of the stones, which are ruined, crumbling, and generally falling apart, various shapes. One or two look humanoid, but most of them are masses of nonsense.
Do I feel anything with detect magic?
Do you feel anything with detect magic?
They have to get a bit
Ooh.
closer though. But I think it's
Hang on,
30
you-
feet.
Okay, other than
30
the
feet.
air of transmutation, which remains everywhere, not blinding you from anything else, you reckon, but it is still prevalent.
Hmm.
The floor is lava. I mean magic.
So like similar.
No, you don't.
What are you doing,
Sorry,
stupid?
I need to read the list of magical schools again. 1 second.
Heavy necrotic.
Okay, one thing you do get is you get a faint sense of divination in the circle, but it's very faint. Like the imprint of spells having been cast rather than any active effect.
Yeah, so it feels like it's definitely a magical place.
Or was.
It seems to be the place I can sense the magic around us. Mostly the transmutation.
Yeah, that's it.
Well, what are we going to do then, guys?
The center, which I'll admit looks more like a campfire, has an obvious plinth in the center of it.
Well, looks like it's nowhere it goes. Any volunteers?
Man,
Fuck it, I'll do it.
Lars' token really does look orcish.
Yeah. Like
It's a green tin.
I'm sorry, the art I scrambled together to find isn't.
It's a cool picture. I think
Thanks
it's
for that.
actually the beard is the problem, because elves aren't often bearded.
Hmm.
I think that might be the thing that's really throwing us off.
There's no rules
I have
against elves growing beards.
We have an elf that disagrees
I
with us.
actually found that picture the other day because I was
That's
looking
the
for
good-
elves with fire.
Estegon's token also has a beard. But
Can I get everyone's
Very good.
perceptions, by the way?
16.
11.
Revan!
Passives 13.
Okay.
Alright, Logan, you're on point.
Alright. Give us the fucking thing then.
Oh, here we go.
Cheers. I wonder what.
Wait, Logan,
thank you.
before you get any closer, how do you want to be buried? Or how do you want to be served, I suppose, is a better way of phrasing it.
I thought this wasn't the take anymore.
Maybe burned.
Yeah?
I'm afraid I might be a bit too tough for you, Gordon. Just put me in a hole not too far away from where I died. A nice
Okay.
view wouldn't be too bad.
The vines will definitely take care of you.
Yeah. Well, I will
Nice.
step up and I'll just plonk the thing in.
As you step
in
within
the-
5
I'm sorry if you would just.
roll initiative.
Yeah.
As vines wielding nunchucks start coming for the ground. You're in the wrong neighborhood, motherfucker.
Great initiative.
I like the idea of armed vines. It's not like vines are coming. Oh, okay. They're holding quarterstaffs. What? One of them's got a sword. Huh? What's going on? That vine's wearing +2 plate mail. Ooh.
Okay.
Like that one.
We need not battle music.
Not battle music.
Not bad.
Yeah, this totally isn't a battle starting. Sorry, getting stuff. How do you copy a playlist to?
You can't.
Yeah, you can play a playlist in rhythm.
Can you?
Yeah, you just have to paste the link of the playlist, and it will automatically add all the songs which you can.
That's cool.
Cool.
It's
Okay.
cool, it is.
Yeah, this will do. Alright. Source descending. Right, Lars, your perception probably would have been good enough, but you're too far away, so I'm going to say you're surprised.
Okay.
Gordon, Christ, you're surprised. Braxis, you're surprised. Sulk, you're surprised. Logan, over in the ferns, farthest away from you.
What's with me in bushes? Jesus Christ.
One of the bushes suddenly expands outwards, and there is a vine with an open face.
An open faced sandwich. Oh no.
It spits out at you.
It's not very.
Oh shit, I'm rolling for myself. Bollock. Yeah, it spits a small little chunk of poison towards you.
Small little.
23 hit.
Small. Yes.
It is small, but it irritates as hell.
So
Small,
you
but
need
it's
to make
also
a
little.
Constitution saving throw.
Up. Ow.
Right, you take 4 damage for
Ow.
it's actually meant to be poison damage as well. Yeah. So and then you take an additional 17 poison damage, and you are poisoned until the end of this creature's next turn.
Ow. Ow.
Then for its second attack, it will do the same.
Oh.
13. It flies right over your head. The thing, which is a mound of vines, one of which has an open face, then tunnels into the ground.
Yeah.
Oh.
Attempts to tunnel into the ground, except the DM instead just puts himself on the wrong layer. But you notice where it tunneled into the ground. 2 seconds. Set this up as a token.
Man, that vine's really shredding that guitar.
This will have to do. It leaves a weird bulby mound on the floor. Yeah, I don't know if you can... Oh, you can't even see it because I'm still on the wrong layer. It leaves a weird bulbous mound of grass on the floor. And then it is your turn.
Fucking hell. Jesus Christ, what was that? So I'm just gonna try and bosh this totem thing into the totem size slot in the thing in front of me.
Right, you have done so, but you still can't shake the feeling you're in danger.
Okay.
I'm in danger.
I'm in danger. Run away. Yeah.
Are you doing anything else?
Yeah, I suppose I will cast. Fuck it, Cure Wounds himself. 7 hit points. It's not a lot.
Fuck that.
Oh, more initiative.
That was meant to be for the priest guy. I forgot to roll him in a second ago. I accidentally rolled it for the other thing.
So I'll do that, and then I suppose I'll just try and move over here and take a bit of cover behind some of these rocks. I suppose, and that'll be my turn.
Okay, Lars. You just saw a plant thing open up ahead, bit all over Logan, and then disappear into the ground.
Okay, so this isn't like a really big rise or anything like I can see around here without it.
Anything you can see okay.
That's fine. I just want to because
it's like it's just like a hillock.
Okay. It's not too high. Okay, cool. I will take out my longbow and just to check my shot. To the end of the current turn, so I can't count the shot. So I will just hold an action with my longbow to shoot anything hostile I see, and I'm going to. I'm trying to get a good position where I can actually see. I'm just going to stand there. I can, basically where I was, I had a good view. I'm just going to stand there and wait to.
Okay.
That's my turn.
Gordon.
I'm going to do the same with Firebolt, and I'm going to move off of the grass because it makes sense to me to not be stood on the grass. And I'm going to I'm going to go stand next to If. Actually, no, I'll prefer the other side. There you go. I'll stand there and I'll hold an action to Firebolt anything lethal that comes up or dangerous. That's me.
Lethal, but just making minor adjustments to a sheet.
And I'll also use the time to shout, Logan, stop faffing about and just finish the thing.
Practice.
Fucked off.
No, I meant finish putting the stone in the thing.
I did. Didn't I?
I don't know. We did it wrong, clearly.
Turn it around.
Still an initiative.
I'm just gonna move so I have a clear view of the area, and also hold an action to firebolt anything that appears.
Okay. Iflu is nervous and is going to move back down the rise. Sook.
Tsuk is going to use his action to transform his rapier into a longbow spec weapon. And he's going to stand over here, and that's the turn.
Okay. There is a round, and the thing, the weird massive vines, pop up directly. So bad at layers. Directly here. So, in order, Logan, I think you were. Oh no, Lars was first.
Twang. Oh dear.
That is a miss.
Yeah.
Then Gordon, I think.
Twang. Ah, fucking cunt.
Also a miss. And Brack.
I'm pretty good at this.
Be honest, we expected them to appear slightly further away.
And isn't it?
You're very proud because you're pretty sure the fire is doing slightly increased damage.
I hit it! Yes!
The thing then makes a horrible screeching sound. There is an awful smell, and it opens up, spraying poison down onto Braxis, Lars, and...
Oh dear, it's got AoE.
Oh, it just hits Gordon.
Holy shit.
Ah, fucking bastard. Come on, do it! Click the ability! Come on! What are you waiting for? Click it!
Sorry, I rolled to myself, Jesus.
Come on!
Suspense.
Oh!
Yikes.
Ooh.
He knocked out.
8 damage. Ow.
Oh yeah! Oh man, you did good there. Just 8.
Oh shit, I forgot something. Just before he popped up, the bulb over here, where it went down, pops and there's a little cloud of horrible looking smoke.
Ooh.
At the end of its turn, another such bulb appears next to the creature.
Oh, lovely.
Mm.
He's used up all his speed, so Logan.
What? I'm gonna charge up from the rocks and I'm gonna try and chop up this planty boy. Swing. 16 for 7.
That's a hit.
I can do a reroll because I'm a great weapon fighter. We'll take the 7. Oh no, we have to take the 6, don't we?
Yes,
Fuck's sake.
Is your weapon magical in any way?
No, it's not.
Okay.
We're
You
initiates.
gouge, you cut in, and you feel like, well, some people can make their weapon magical. Not
Zolkasm.
looking at Sulk or anything. Your weapon deflects slightly off the vine. You definitely heard it, but it didn't do as much as you would have hoped.
Fucking bugger. Get it. Arse.
Are you doing anything else?
No, that's my turn.
Lars.
I'm going to run up and try and punch it instead. Because it didn't go so well with the old bow, so we'll just go for a couple of whack. Oh, God, no! I'm just totally spent for the day and totally incompetent. That's it. That's all I can do.
Are you staying there?
Yeah, I'll stay there.
Gordon.
I'm gonna pump at my handheld flamethrower things and shoot at the fucker. Shoot a 23 for 10.
Oh, yeah, it makes a shrieking sound as a shit ton of fire spreads around us.
I will then try to quicken spell, because fuck it, why not? I'll use the last of my sorcery points to shoot the motherfucker again.
There's saucy points.
With the other hand, kaboom! And a natural
Oh my
20,
God.
but less damage.
Way of things.
Anything else?
No, actually, I will take one step back and go. Feel like I was just on the edge of that last one and move slightly further away. That's the end of my turn.
Praxis.
Gonna take a step to here, and doing his inhaling, he's going to use his racial dragon's breath.
Popcorn.
Ooh, rolls a 3 and a 1.
It's all the popcorn, man, I'm telling you.
Yep.
Could have angled it so you at least hit the little bush as well.
I don't know if I hit that, will it instantly explode and hurt everyone?
Well, Logan stood next
Wait,
to it, so
people
he's
are
about to
still
get hit
standing
by
there.
it anyway.
He can move away in his turn.
His turn is
Oh,
after it
he's had it.
explodes.
Right. Okay.
Anything else?
Shit. Oh, I have that back now because we rested. I'm going to take a breath, take a breather. Oh fuck yeah! Get back to full, and I'm going to move a bit further away because I don't know how big this thing's going to be when it pops.
If Lau assesses the team for signs of incoming death, look.
Zook is moving over here. Where's the thing? Oh, it's over there. It's way closer than I thought. Going to hex it. So hex on it and shoot the bow. 15?
15 hits. That is. Ooh, hang on. Yep, that is 10 damage.
And he moves back around, and that's my turn.
Oh, is your bow
Right.
magical as well?
Yeah. So
Pack
it's all part of the improved pack weapon. I made it. I used my action to make a longbow as a pack weapon, so it's also a +1 magical bow. Weapon.
Okay.
At the start of the creature's turn, the little pod thing next to him explodes, and everyone within 5 feet needs to make a Constitution saving throw.
So it's Logan then.
So,
Can
but I
do
have to
it.
use my action to change the weapon.
Come on, do it! Yes!
So you succeed, and I
You're not
believe
dead.
you take no damage.
Oh, sick.
Nice. Wait, I fought this thing in Witcher. Oh god.
Right, you need to roll out of the way of it.
Wait a minute.
Right. First of all, does it get its poison breath back?
I fucking hope not.
It does not.
Yay.
Then it will attempt to bite at Logan.
Nope.
Does it have advantage for
Jeez.
any reason?
Nope.
No, the pod did not
Reverse
find
poison.
Logan. And then
Ah.
it will attempt to bite Lars.
Ha.
Yep, I'm down.
Ow.
Fuck.
Alright.
And then it will slip back underground.
Does that give Logan an attack of
It
opportunity?
would invoke an attack of opportunity as it coils itself up.
Okay.
Tom?
String. Ugh.
That
11.
is
Oof. Shit.
And in the place where it went to underground, there is another horrible pod.
Oh no.
If you get Lars up before the pod kills him.
Right. Yeah, I suppose I will go over as my action. I'll give Lars, you can have 1 point. Because I've only got 2 left.
Kind sir. Dobby, the master has given Dobby a point.
He starts taking off his socks.
of healing.
No, it's just a point of healing for his fellow Gork friend.
Don't move on, I think Logan's probably going to move after that.
Oh, yeah.
Logan?
Yeah, I'm just gonna.
Good fucking plan.
Yep.
Lars.
What was that?
I'm going to stand up and move the fuck away.
Yeah.
Let me just try and get a better, wider view on where everyone else is, so we're not standing near to one another. I'm going to go this way. Like 20 feet. Yeah, 20. And I will hold my action again with a longbow shot, because I do not want to go and touch that thing again after fucking what just happened. Fuck me.
Okay. Gordon.
I will hold my action to firebolt when he doth appear. If he doth
Okay.
appear. That's it.
Praxis.
It's gonna move like here. Just try to maximize space between people. And is also going to hold a firebolt.
Okay. Airfu can see no one's dead. Oh.
Hey, still breathing.
Took is moving over here and holds its action until it sees the thing and shoots.
Okay. Firstly, at the start of the Archboar's turn, this pod harmlessly explodes.
Poop.
Then, 2, 3. Zulk, next to you, in the bushes behind you, suddenly expands a bunch of vines.
Oh.
So,
I don't think I have a clear shot or even view of that.
I can't see it now. I can't see it.
I can see it with this.
Oh, actually, no, I can see it. I can see half of it.
You can see it. I'm going to give it partial cover from you.
Oh, definitely.
Am I probably in the same boat then? Because I can see a bit of it.
Where are you?
Well, I can see like pretty much half of it.
Yeah.
And unlike most DMs, Kevin has actually made it so that the lighting is flush with the rock on this part. So
I'm going to give it 3/4 cover from you, Kill.
Yeah, makes sense.
You
I
only
miss.
see a flicker of it.
Choo.
Yeah,
10.
because of the cover, it misses. Your firebolt harmlessly blasts off the rock. And Zulk, as I'm sure you're aware, your shot flies because it's too close to you.
Yeah, roll that.
5. It will then attempt to bite at you.
Yep. That hits. And that also hits, and I'm down. Yeah, I'm down.
Eesh.
At the end of its turn, a pod bulbously appears next to you.
Oh dear.
And Logan, you
Hello.
heard a screeching sound and heard a couple of dull thuds as Zulk falls to the ground.
Wait,
Oh, no.
why was there more than one thud?
It picked him up and chewed him around for a bit before it dropped him.
Oh.
Shit.
Hate when it happens.
I could go over and I could just like. Have I got enough movement? I'm gonna use 10. No, I don't have enough movement. Oh, I need to fucking go over. I'll go over here, hide behind that rock a bit to get some cover, and I'll chuck a javelin at the fucking thing, I suppose. Yeet. There we go.
Yep, that is a hit. The javelin, it hits it. It slightly moves off the vine rather than digging into it, but it definitely did some damage.
Cool.
Is that it?
That's my turn.
Right, Lars, you appear to be dead.
I thought I added it back. Oh, I thought I added the one. There we go.
It's
did try that.
HP wear and tear.
I thought you did have a bit of a greenish pall about you.
Oh no, back up one. Where is it? Fucking hell, that's 25. Fucking.
I would tell you where it is, but I'd
35.
use my reaction.
There it is. I will bonus action Kento shot and try and shoot it from here with whatever cover benefits it gets.
Oh, you are just getting unlucky. Give me a d20. Let's see
Oh,
if you
God.
give Zulk a quick death save.
Kill me quickly.
Okay.
Too bad.
Insult injury, you're down, you're being shot by your teammates.
Put him out of his misery.
No, I'm done.
I hear the fines. They're coming for me.
Gordon.
I'm going to move 15 feet over here. Aha! There you are. Fantastic. A little bit of floral, excellence. Need a little bit of spice in there, a little bit of fire. Fire. Oh, fucking 9.
You missed.
Oosh.
Oh, man, terrible rolls. And I'm going to move 15.
You are getting
foot
very
back.
unlucky. This thing has 14 AC.
Don't rub it in. That's the end of my turn.
Is that it?
Yeah, that's it. I've got no
Press it.
sorcery points left.
So let's start moving up, trying to get a clearer shot in this thing. No, not there. There. Okay, that's about that's a bit better. All right. Pew pew. Ooh. Ooh, nice.
Yeah,
With half cover,
even if it had partial cover, you'll be fine. So yeah, it takes extensive damage from the fire.
Come closer so I can hit you with my breath.
Breaths?
Is that it?
Lovely
yeah,
pair of breaths you have.
Right. Here's the question: if Rulu the coward, can he see stuff? Oh God, I gave him no vision. He can't see shit.
No, he can't. I don't think.
Let's.
He's got a straight line to him.
Yes, he can definitely. See
I can see. Yeah.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Plenty.
Yeah, so he's gonna shoot a level 1 healing word to Zolf.
Okay.
Just double click. He's try as he opens his character.
So I think we're gonna have to get this guy to tag along on all our contracts. Sorry.
This is me experimenting
Games.
with. This is me experimenting with ways to give you a bit of healing without being at a consumable you can keep.
No, that's fine.
It's an
6
experiment
spell
because if he
levels
gets
worth.
killed, he's no fucking use to you anyway.
Yeah.
Yeah. So Zolf gets hit points back, and it is his turn. Oh, that's handy.
Yeah.
He's one of GTFO.
There's exploding things still next to me.
Yeah.
How injured is this plant looking?
Dude, disengage, run the fuck away.
It's looking pretty shredded, but you get the feeling it would endure a little longer.
GTFO.
Yeah, I'm going to disengage and walk. Then
Plant's looking pretty fucking
You only
shredded.
have half speed.
You only have 15 speed.
oh yeah,
So you
that's
stand
right,
up.
yeah. Let's see. So then 50.
Is that it?
Yeah.
Alright, the thing pops uselessly. I roll a d6.
Like a
Jeez, no.
D6.
Okay.
Whew.
Right, it hocks as if it's going to spit. And it will aim for going north to south.
No.
24. Oh, ooh. It is going to fire all. Okay,
Fire
it's going to
Gordon.
use its 5 over ground speed to move here. It's going to fire 1 at Lars.
Ooh. Oh, okay.
That's
I'm
with
down.
disadvantage, isn't? Oh, yeah, well, yeah.
I'm still
You
down.
can you monk that?
Can I deflect myself it?
I mean, technically, I think
it's a
you
ranged
can.
weapon attack.
Yeah.
It just.
How
There's
does
no
that work?
mechanical reason you can't. We might say you can't throw it back.
How does it work? But this is the thing. Is it going to completely absorb the poison damage? Because if not, I'm still going to fall unconscious, so it's not going to matter.
It depends if you make the con save or not.
Yeah, if you make
Yeah.
a con save, it's no damage. Oh no, it says half as much damage.
Yeah.
No,
So-
deflect, if you reduce it to 0 damage, we'll call it a full miss. Yeah, you're
11.
safe.
Nice.
Wait, but you
you're
haven't made the
okay.
con save yet.
Monks.
No, I said if he reduces 0. Oh, there. Oh, fuck.
What are you
What?
on about? What?
Sorry, I only just realized that's not meant to be 4 damage. That's just it using its dex.
Oh, it's supposed to be worse.
Oh man.
It's supposed to be doing slightly more damage. Yeah, it's meant to be doing a d4 with those.
Okay. Well, I still
Okay.
wouldn't deflect
So
it.
still.
So you're still reducing it, so you're still okay. Ooh, how did I not notice I was doing so little damage for so long?
I mean, it's still doing
That's
like a lot of
D4.
poison damage. Like
Yes, it's not where it was.
46.
Mhm.
Poison with it.
And the other person he's targeting then is, by the roll, it's Zolf again.
Yep.
Zolf again.
Oh, no.
So, second attack. 21 for 6.
Yep. I'm going down. Can I use my reaction to Hellish Rebuke it before I go down?
Is Hellish Rebuke a range? I thought it was...
Yeah, no, it's a
Yeah.
range. It's 60 feet.
60
Oh,
feet.
then yeah, definitely.
But I think before I go down, I point at me. Fuck you!
Fuck you, fuck you, fuck you!
Oh, nice.
Ooh! Right. as you go down, you send an arc of fire at it. It howls horribly, burning into absolute pieces, but it does not quite die.
Don't you die?
So I can make an extra saving throw though.
Did it make the save?
Oh yeah, I forgot about the saving throw.
It's either half.
Yep.
Yeah,
so
Well, it's 35 damage.
It
then.
screeches in a manner I described, and it goes underground.
And I'm back.
Right, and that makes it Logan's turn.
Logan? Oh.
Sorry, also Cat just jumped on my keyboard, so I couldn't really talk at the time.
So the other thing what I want to do was otherwise just burning ants. But
Hello, sorry about that. Is it run away again?
Yeah, underground.
Let's go in
Okay.
underground.
There, if you have any more health left, Silk just got taken down.
Is Lars still there as well?
No,
Nah.
Lars is up.
Okay. Run over to Sulk. Boop! You can have one more.
Open his eye again.
The paladin
War.
rush.
Is it death?
I begrudgingly heal you.
I
Sorry.
have no fire spells left anymore.
I'll do that, and then I suppose I'll hyper hover again.
Lars.
He'll limp my way down so I can get a nice wide view of what's going on and hold my action to shoot it when it reappears again.
Okay. Gordon.
I'm going to take one further step down so that if it does appear in that same place again, I'll get a decent enough view of him. And I will hold an action to firebolt. So my torches are lit and ready to roll. Just need him to show his pretty little face.
He's going to move at around to about here. Like, start slamming his shield. Say, "Come out, you coward!"
Oh, I just realized when it went underground it left a bow, but it's like way over here.
Okay, cool. And I hold a firebolt.
Hold a firebolt, right?
Yeah. So I just got this fire brewing in my mouth, ready to spew out.
If allow, checks all of E for signs of encroaching death. Look.
So he's going to stand up, move a bit down, and hold his action to shoot if it sees it.
Guys, let's try not to group up too much. Remember, this thing has a poison breath, wants us in groups. You're kind of fucking up. Motherfucker. Oh, sorry, Domino. Oh. I'm gonna start clapping my hands as Spooks up.
Right.
Dog.
The vine emerges from the ground over here.
Oh, shit.
Oh,
Well,
So
that's going to be a 3/4 cover.
Oh god!
You done fucked up.
I don't know what the fuck has happened to me today.
Gordon.
Yeah, I'm gonna shoot the motherfucker. Ooh, another crit for
nice.
shit
Hey.
damage.
Gordon, your fire attack hits it straight in its open mouth, already dripping horrible poison towards Lars and Zulk. And
No accident.
the fire spreads from the inside out along said horrible poison, burning it up to bits.
Hey!
It falls into the ground in front of you. The whole stone circle begins to shake.
Oh.
You are out of initiative.
The stone circle begins to shake. It becomes a stone elemental. Roll initiative again.
no, it's the mother plant.
I get 3 poison breaths around.
There are a lot of vines starting to come up from the ground around the stone circle.
Is the idol in place?
Let's get out of
Yeah,
here.
it is
Alright, let's get the fuck out of here.
I have enough of plans for today.
Much as I enjoy watching them burn to a crisp.
Vines
Let's
roll
leave.
up alongside the various stones, Tom hiding behind some of them.
We all run away. Logan just kind of chills next to the rock.
You staying there, Logan? So the vines encompass them in the same way it did the halfling and drag the entire stone circle down under the ground.
Oh wow.
They then continue to encroach the area and build out down the hillock towards you, completely covering the area in extremely difficult to pass vines, so that the whole area is as dense as difficult to travel as the rest of the forest.
We're the good guys, right?
You would think so. I almost died.
Job well done. I think job well done. I think we solved that.
I did Crumblebut or whatever his name was, survived it.
You move back south. The path is easier coming out of the forest than it is getting into it. It's almost like the forest just wants you to fuck off.
Okay, we'll get out.
Seriously, guys. Come on.
But eventually you re-arrive at the town.
Hey.
Or at the town, at the cluster of houses. Which is much the same, bar the... I haven't got a map to represent this. The bushes are all brown and sickly looking, and the field of crops you can see over to the left don't look great either. They're wilting and falling aside, like a lot of life forces to pull out of them.
Nature killed itself.
Well, plants had it coming. Pick a fight with. I flipped a bird at the forest.
The forest throws a rock at you.
I look at it, it's the same rock I threw at the bush.
We at least solved the problem with the bushes overgrowing.
Gardener's Guild.
Shovelkunt is around. Well, I guess you did whatever it was you came to do. Everything that was overgrowing and mangled is, well, dead. But the ground itself, everything seems normal. Thinking whatever was there just withdrew so quick it took the life force in the plants with it.
Do I still feel the transmutation magic around when we're...
Hello?
You do not.
Oh, not okay.
There you go.
Sorry, my connection must have bleeped.
Yeah, I understood like you do. I was like, what?
Well,
things seem to settle down, but you might need to refertilize your grounds.
I'll need to I'll check everything, make sure it's all okay, and assuming you haven't completely prevented the land from growing anything around here, I'll send a message to make sure you get the payment agreed.
Whoa, don't pin this shit on us. It's your shoddy practices that have ruined the land around here. What you need to do is stop taking risks.
We weren't the ones
Let's
riding
not show
Falcons.
like what's this guy over here.
Yeah, I hired you to stop whatever was going on with the bushes, and I'll admit, I'll admit you stopped that was happening, but there's still an awful lot of dead trees around here, and well, I'm sure it'll be fine. Thanks for your quick response, and I'm glad there aren't going to be panthers in my bushes anymore, that's for sure.
We can't promise that.
Watch out for the giant eagles, though.
It's a no panther guarantee.
Yeah.
Then, you just scratch the beagles under the beak, and they go. They're friendly fellas, usually. Quite smart, really. Easily spooked, apparently.
But they return in greater numbers.
They're also quite tasty.
So, unless you have anything else you want to do around here, you leave. You arrive back at the temple. The Lord Commander reports that the word he's gotten is that the ground is fine. It is, as your Mano said, whatever was in there left so quickly it pulled the life force from the plants with it. So that's alright. All it did was kill a bunch of crops he couldn't sell anyway. So,
The corn is fine, but stop talking about it.
He could have sold them, yeah. He's missing a trick here. Hardened stone corn is the next big thing, and
Hardy crops.
yeah, hardy crops. Druids would be fucking crazy for it.
Makes
Yep,
the
it definitely works great. Do you guys have a toilet around here? Yeah.
Roll initiative.
Hold on, first short rest.
You are each paid 55 gold for your troubles.
Stop copying my gold amounts.
Fire breath comes
I
out
thought
the
that was
wrong end.
intentional.
Yeah.
You each receive a candy or
A candy?
You each
Thank you.
you each receive a corn spear, which is just like a regular spear, but it'll break if you use it 10 times.
Just corn on a stick.
Corn spear.
Does it do extra damage versus meat eaters?
After how many times does it break?
10. It's not a plus
vegan
one
spike.
weapon or anything.
It's
It's
not a
just
plus one
spear.
weapon.
No,
It's
I'm just
literally
going
just
to edit because I want to use it because it's funny.
Just carrying around this like
10
corn
uses
plant
of a
now.
corn spear.
It's really long. And anyone is proficient with it, by the way.
Oh,
Yay,
okay.
I was just checking my proficiencies. I will add it.
Unfortunately, it is not a thing that makes it use dex.
It's not finesse.
Yeah, it's not a finesse weapon, unfortunately.
What if
It
you well, it's a thrown ability, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
So that's strength, yeah.
Yeah.
Then have a -1 in strength.
Linger corn.
Corn.
Can I make it my back weapon?
Yeah, you can stand with it like any other weapon.
Patch of the
I
corn.
guess, yeah, you can reform it constantly.
The corn spear back weapon.
So yeah, unless you have any further questions, that's it for today's not contract.
Yeah.
Cool,
Good
thanks.
fun.
Yeah, that'd be great again.
The calendar is already done.
I love how food-based our stuff's going so far. So we've got corn on the cob spear. We've got chile mignon. Gets an extra fire damage boost.
Oh, man.
Thanks for playing, Paul.
Ah, it's funny.
That's good.
Great.
Yeah.
I've had that enemy prepared for a take aim for a very corn on the spear. Prepared for a very, very long time. But I just didn't feel like running a take game.
I wonder why.
You're not alone.
Ouch, that was a 2 damage roll.
Hey man, I don't
So-
really have a lot of strength.
Yeah, that's fair. Oh man, you can cast Green Flame Blade with a corn on the cob spear.
I can. It does popcorn damage.
There we go. It was nice playing with you guys again. I'm going to bugger off now, unfortunately, but cheers,
Oh,
Kev.
Yeah.
Fuck me
Thanks for
too.
I look forward to the future when I can do this regularly and normally again, but hopefully that'll be in a few weeks, maybe, depending how things go. So we'll see. Anyway, cheers, guys.
Cheers.
Bye.
Bye. I'm not sure how much I love Sorcerer, but as I said, I've never played the class before, so maybe
Sorcerer-
at the start of this is not a good time to start.
Yeah.
Sorcerer is fun, like on like between levels like 6 and higher. Then it gets fun with
Yeah.
higher
Yeah.
spells.
Where you can be a bit more liberal with your meta magics
Social
and
points.
things.
Yeah, Sorcerer's my favorite class. So.
Same. Fucking love it.
Yeah.
And notice by the fact that everything you play is mixed with Sorcerer.
It's so good, man.
I try to not do that, but yeah.
Well, we have